comrades, today is November 13, 2025, and the current time is 8:18 p.m. This is a general reminder to please keep your personal workspaces clean. The Institute has had a recent rat infestation in certain office areas due to uncleanliness and stray food. The Institute cats are happy for more catches, but the droppings leave a lot to be desired. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
That's a weird error in the corner. What is that? Why is sound alerts breaking in half? And why is suddenly everything exploding? That's strange. I think this should work. Hey, there we go. We got the game working. Hey, comrades, how goes it? Good evening, dear comrades, fellow rats, or I guess in this case mice. How are all of you on this fine evening? Hello, Dark Pika and Son and VR and Ray. Congrats to Ray for being first, and I think Krusty as well is hanging around too. Hey, you like mice colony building games? I sure do. That's why we're playing this today. Mostly because Ray asked me to play it. Even though it said dealer's choice, Ray said no, it's my choice. So we're playing Whiskerwood. So it's her fault that we're playing this. If it was my choice, I probably would have ended up playing Hoi 4. So that's why we're playing this game today. Anyways, how are all of you doing, comrades? Did you have a fun Thursday? I have been dealing with a lot of interesting drama that I'm not gonna get into on stream because it's a little personal, but let's just say it has been eating up a lot of my personal mental space for the past couple hours, and it's been quite something. How are you, The Opposer? Welcome to the funny rat game. No, it's not Roblox. I will never play Roblox on stream. That was a joke option. Mostly because I don't want to expose my previous times playing Roblox. I don't think that's anything that needs to be brought up. But if you really want to know, I have hats that are worth... Let's see, what's my most expensive hat in Roblox? Let me take a quick peek. Because now I'm curious. My most expensive item in Roblox is worth 100,000 Robux. Because I don't remember how I got it, but it's been in my inventory since basically the dawn of time. Oh, just kidding. The most expensive thing is 150,000. So that gives you an idea how long I've played Roblox. I've had an account since 2008, which is an eternity. It's a little ridiculous. Also, hi Steve, how are you? So yeah, the more you know. Roblox is it's quite a thing. Anyways, let's play the weird mice game. Welcome to Whiskerwood. Remember this game where we're trying to appease the cats and keep them happy while also expanding our own little facility? That's right. Here we are. It's a little rough, but we're doing our best. Look at these beautiful whiskers. By the way, they all are named after people, so if you don't have a rat and you want to name... I think they're mice, technically. Let me know. We got 63 people, and I think at some point I stopped naming them because I just straight up ran out of figures. So, for example, I think VR should have one. So we're going to make VR this one. That's how I spell it. How has streaming been, VR? I know you've been streaming recently. I caught some of them, but I can't really stay too long to watch a lot of them because I have a lot of other things going on. I don't know if the mice ever die from natural causes. They don't have an age listed, but it's really they can die from freezing to death. So that's one thing to keep in mind. We want to keep them alive. So that's really the thing to keep in mind. Also, wow, they ran out of wood, so let's quickly... Is the music... Oh, the game's a little loud, I think. Lower the game's audio. There we go. Because you should be listening to me, not the game. Let me quickly do a few things, and then I'll be able to read chat a little better. So I need to put a stair... Ooh. Need to put stairs, I think, here. And that should get us access to that. And then our woodcutters will start cutting. And then, I don't know what this one's doing. Earthenworks is to fill things in. So... Anyways, that's what we're at. If you want to remember, last time we did have 2 people die. You might notice that there is, Okay, let's put these 2 in here. We have 2 graves. One is for Dark Pika, you died earlier, and then Drunken Wayfarer also perished valiantly as we tried to survive. However, it's been really rough, and we're trying to find a way to expand. Because right now, we need cotton, we need stone paths, and we need a lot of things, really. So we have a school, where we are educating some of our mice who are not doing anything because we have a lot of idle mice. And we have our giant cave mining pit thing where we're just digging up as much, basically as much rock as we can realistically muster. It's quite a thing. Probably keep expanding that a little bit, but we do need to start building higher and higher as our little colony grows, and we need to expand over here. Basically, we're going to turn this into, you know, food areas, you know, things to grow, whatever, and then we'll probably turn this into a mining pit as well, just to kind of strip this down, and we can try to find additional resources beneath this giant mound of rock. We're going to basically demolish this entire hill through sheer force of will, because we can. There's a lot of iron there, and we might as well start stripping it down if we can find the miners to do it. But we do have miners, and they are very, very busy. We'll probably get more of these going. Anyways, how are all of you? Did you all have fun on your Thursday? I wish I had a chance to take a nap. Is all I'm gonna say. I have not had a chance to take a nap all day, so I'm still running on whatever energy I have left over, but it should be fine. Oh, we need to get ready for winter as well, as winter is approaching. And we did manage to unlock charcoal furnaces. I think what are we researching right now? And we're trying to get a smokery. The smokery will basically allow us to turn 3 fish into 5. So, you know, the number is pretty good. But what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to move all of our industry to this side here, because it's fairly, well, you know, crusty. So I think putting our industry in this area is probably going to be the best solution. So we're going to do exactly that. And our very first factory is going to be the charcoal furnace, which we'll put also next to the cookery. We'll just kind of keep everything here. So why don't we... Maybe we can put the maybe we put the cookeries next to the fisheries, but I don't want to put this thing next to where all the mice live, because this thing is fairly pollution, because pollution is a thing we have to keep track of. I think for now we'll just kind of keep it here is fine. Maybe 2 is good. We have enough machinery and planks to do that. And so we'll let that build out, because right now it's just kind of a waiting game for things to happen as we just kind of survive. We could also focus on other things, but I think I'd also like one more research lab, because I think one education facility is not enough. We need another laboratory. Oh yeah, well that is really rough. Yeah, let's get another lab going. I can figure out where it is. I think it's somewhere here. Do you want a home? Do you have a whisker? Let's see. Are you in here? Also, let me check YouTube real quick. Okay, no one's saying anything on YouTube. The problem is I can't sort this by name. But I'm pretty sure you're here somewhere. Let's take a peek if I can find you on this list here. Yes, here you are. You're right over here. Yes, you do have a home. You live in... Whoopsies. You live in this stone hut right here. It's not exactly the best of accommodations, but it's enough. You want nice houses? We can't afford nice houses for everyone. We have to kind of, well, we need more trees and wood probably, so we probably need to start growing more. Yeah, a lot of people have houses, and we have enough food for now. Yeah, we are basically subsisting entirely on fish, if that gives you any idea of how this is going. A farm here, I think, and then we'll just do a grow zone of... I think we can just grow trees. Yeah, just grow some trees like that, and that'll be fine. Well, Ray, I don't know. Let's find out where you are, but my guess is that you're probably living... maybe in the slums, actually. Where are you? Who else doesn't have a whisker? Let's see, where is Ray? Okay, nope, you live in a stone hut right there. Not exactly premier accommodations, but it is accommodations and you have a place to live. If you want nicer accommodations, so the one we have unlocked... Oh, there's actually a lot of these here too. So the ones we have available to us are stone shelters, log cabins, and plank abodes. So plank abodes can hold one person. It is a little space inefficient, which is the main reason I haven't bothered building these. You might notice it just eats up a lot of space. So maybe at some point we'll build more of these, but for now it's not what I would call a pressing priority. It's kind of just one of those, we can probably ignore it. But I think what I want to do is I want to dedicate a spot, and I just want to build lots and lots of houses in that general vicinity. But again, with 63 different rats or mice that need homes, kind of hard to justify it. Anyways, it's the last stream of the week. Hopefully, you're all gonna have a fun day tomorrow and enjoying your weekend, whatever it is you're doing. I am going to be playing some CK3 because I bought CK3's DLC and I have been enjoying pretending like I'm a good Japanese samurai. It is a surprisingly difficult game, I'll tell you that much. These guys walk really slow trying to find their food. Maybe I need more cafes. I think what I'm forgetting is cafes scattered around. That's kind of where most everyone wants to eat. I think if I build more cafes scattered about, it'll probably be a little better. Yeah, because a lot of them have to fetch resources, and there's not a lot of easy ways. So, for example, getting to here, this person has to walk all the way around. I think what I need to do is start adding more staircases to really add the verticality to this. Add this here, and then I can put a simple path like that. Perfect. Oh my goodness, I finally have the smokery. Let's get that going. So what else do we want next? Long stairs. We can get upgraded. So this house will hold 2 people. This one will hold 6 people. I think we'll get the bigger house. I'm not sure if mice can breed. So I am curious about that. But I do want the smokery. This will allow us to turn fish into real food. So I think what we'll do is we'll put smokeries right next to the actual fisheries, and hopefully that'll be fine. I'm sure that'll be fine, maybe. I don't know anymore. I wonder if I can make a factory stack. Yeah, because I think we want this near the fish, right? So probably we do something like 1, 2. I don't actually know if we can build anything on top of that. Anyways, it's the rat game. I was kind of surprised at how many people wanted to see me play Roblox. There was 0 chance I was actually going to play Roblox. Like I said earlier, I occasionally actually still play it. If there's something fun that looks interesting, that I'll be like, all right, I'll play this. Like, there's a lot of, surprisingly, a decent amount of tycoon games and also train-related titles on there, which was kind of surprising. And there's an entire game where you basically operate an entire train and you just go around. There's also, yeah, there's tower defense games, and if I'm feeling really lazy, there's a lot of shooters on there, and I can pretend like I'm good at shooter games by dunking on kids. I don't do that very often, but it's a thing. Oh, hello. The paths are too long. Yeah, that path is a really long path because it's all the way over here. Charcoal furnace is really far, and we have to find a way to set that up pathwise. Yeah, we probably need to start cleaning up our pathways here. It's a little janky. So we can start cleaning up some of this, because we don't have railroads yet. If we get railroads, I think our options will increase significantly, but for now we just don't have access to rail power yet. Imagine having railroads in this. What is that tech level? Yeah, so I think once we get to stone and all this other stuff, our research will go way, way better. However, we cannot get research tier 1 because we need iron, which requires the ore furnace. So there's a lot of things that we have to get. I do love me a tower defense. I love playing tower defense games. I haven't found one in quite a while that I enjoyed since I played... Oh shit, I forgot there's a supply ship here. I have to take one of these. I think we'll take this one. It's just the easiest one. I don't want to anger the cats, and unfortunately they are demanding a lot of resources out of me. I'm probably going to have to just give them all my iron ore. I can't process it yet. When are the cats arriving? Tomorrow? Okay. Hopefully we can get some cotton soon. Actually, I don't know why there's a lot of rocks here. That's so weird. Okay, yeah, I don't know why that's a lot of cotton there. Oh, I didn't put workers here either. Let's put that here. And I also need to add another grow zone that I'm going to use strictly for cotton. I think we'll just keep it next to it, and it should be fine. Yeah, this should be good for cotton. So, yeah, I love playing tower defense games, but again, I haven't enjoyed once I played Gemcraft. Gemcraft was my favorite one. Actually, the other game I was trying to see if I could get to work today was an old classic called Ute Tower, which was the sequel to Sim Tower, which was a game that I played a lot when I was way younger. But I think that's a game that's kind of forgotten to time, and there's like very specific people that are gonna know what the heck a Ute Tower is. So ultimately, I was like, maybe not. Okay, so in exchange for items, they will give me gold bars. I need to, I don't think it's worth, like, selling a lot of this. I would need nearly 59 planks for one gold builon. I don't think I need that. I think I'll be fine without the smuggler. And I know the cats are arriving today, and they demand their semi-regular sacrifice. All right. Okay, what do I give them? So I think I have to give them all the iron ore. And I think I have to give them all the cotton. Probably a good chunk of the logs. And the potash. And I think I hold on to the flax to sell more logs. Can I go to the higher tier? Okay, there we go. So that's the minimum that they want. I could go higher, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we'll just stick with this shipment. Oh, cool. They just immediately gave us... Okay. Oh, you know what? I kind of want the basic row house. I think it looks a little better than the plank block house. It's basically, do you want a normal house or do you want like a... Do you want like a row house and it looks like townhouses, which are a lot more compact, and I think that's the aesthetic that I'm going to go for our little whisker-based colony. Yeah, look at that. So this one holds a lot of people. This holds 2. So you can actually have like a nice neighborhood of these. We might also need to build a bridge to these other islands at some point, but I think we actually just can't build a bridge like that. Oh, just kidding, I can. Alright, one last thing to do. We gotta buy some people. Who are we having join us? The game supposedly now makes more educated people, but I think we'll just take you and let's see, you're fine, and probably this one is okay. Alright, refuse the rest of them. And I will take the old charcoal, and that will get us some extra fuel that we can utilize now that we have a charcoal furnace to make logs into fuel, which are then used by the smokery to turn into fish, cooked fish, that we can then eat. And then I need to find ways to store this around because we don't have enough storage. I don't know when we're gonna need these logistics hubs, but I'm just gonna slap one down. I think about here should be fine. Put a small warehouse behind it. So that's kind of my initial rambling. What about the rest of you, comrades? What have you been up to? What kind of shenanigans have you been playing? Aside from Helldivers or Butterfield or some form of Paradox title that I'm sure some of you are weirdly into and addicted to. Or even XCOM. Or even Zomboid. I'm just listing games off that I like to play. Okay, what's going on here? Fantastic. So now that we have the logistics hub, I'm gonna put 3 people there, so that should move items a little bit faster since we don't have railroads right now. And let's get more students in here. So Ray is now a student at the school, so now she will become educated. I'm not sure how relevant it is to be educated in this game, but it might be important. So in the interest of that, we'll make Ray an educated person. Yeah, you may be smart, but you still live in really, really questionable accommodations that I'm not going to focus on making any better right now. You get what you can get. You know, you're not getting a better house. We can't afford better housing. You think we can just afford better housing in this economy? It's a rough economy out here. It's just not easy to get things like that. I need to start adding like random decorations so I just think keep people happy. I think we'll add some flower beds here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Just make it a little bit more decorative, especially because there's a giant pit right next door. Actually, I want to see how far this is going. Hello, Goldenrod. Good evening. Before you ask, no, this is not, in fact, Roblox. We're going real deep. Okay. We do need to start getting some of that iron ore. Eventually, I can't keep giving iron ore to the cats, because I do need the iron ore myself. Okay, 3 days. We can survive 3 days, right? Oh yeah, we're going deep. We can go real deep, but we're slowly gonna approach it. We're not gonna just dump all of it in at once. That's risky. It's not worth it. I'm just trying to grab whatever resources we can get our grubby hands on. Especially all the iron that's just hanging around. Yeah. Anyways, how are you, Goldenrod? Hopefully you're having a good evening too. Okay. Here's our next stack of resources. I have to take one of these. I think I take the middle one, because I do want the clothes and the food. I think the rest of the resources don't matter, so I'll take that one. And the earthenworks don't matter too much. Just let them do their duty. Perfect. And we'll accomplish these tasks bit by bit. So they will take these. The mines of mozzarella? Exactly! The great mozzarella mines demand more sacrifices. I'm here to give it to them. Okay, fantastic. So now we're gonna go get the ore furnace so we can start turning the ore into... So at the very least we can turn copper ore into copper bars, which we need to go into the next tier. So not even iron, we need copper. Oh, jeez. I don't know where we're gonna find copper. Where's copper? I don't think there's any copper on this map. Oh, that's a problem. So if I need copper, do I have to go to another island? Coal... Finding copper may be a bit of a problem. Dwarves can have Moria, the mice can have mozzarella, and she can never dig too deep. I mean, you can do whatever you want with these. Also, I think you're a rat in this game, Goldenrod. Or a mouse. I don't think you died. Yeah, here you are. Look at you carrying that giant stack of things. I assume you're carrying berries of some kind. Yes, you are. And you actually get to live in a log cabin, so you already have better accommodation than most of the other rats. Basically, you have the nicer accommodations here, and then you have the commie block. We'll get rid of that commie block eventually, but for now it's doing its job, so I am content to leave that be. Actually, we just unlocked the new housing, which I do want to start building, the plank row house. So these hold 2 mice each. The question is, I don't know where I'm gonna build this. It's actually a little too big to put on top because there's 3. So I kind of want to set up a new house. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think getting rid of these is probably correct. Let's start dismantling these houses. Perfect. Okay, so they're gonna need new houses, but that's fine because we can replace them with these plank row houses, which will slot ever so neatly in there. See? Look at this. I care for the rats. The mice. I think they're mice. They're not rats. There's a specific difference between the two, and I should probably remember that. Actually, yeah, look at these guys. They're making so much fuel. The main issue is I am ripping through my logs, and I am probably gonna commit incredible acts of deforestation in the near future. Because I need every single tree. So I am growing trees, but they unfortunately take a little while to grow. Yeah. Not to let that do their thing. Don't worry, Ray wants to be bougie too, so we'll get her a bougie house to fit her bougie needs. I do need to start a poll this weekend for what songs are going to be in the Christmas album. I think they should all be Christmas songs and not just haha funny meme songs. Yes, Fear, it's basically the Beaver game, but with less water mechanics and more other mechanics. There is literal trains in this game if you really wanted to build trains. And also conveyor belts. And it's actually like a factory game. Like, there's a surprising amount of automation that you can pull off in this game, which is so funny to me. It is essentially rat or mice colonization mixed with a twinge of Factorio type mechanics, and I think that's hilarious. I think that this game even having all that is great. So unfortunately, I'm not very good at this game. We are continuing my save from last time. We're day 41. It looks like we're gonna still need a lot more. For example, right now, people don't like the houses that they're in. The food kind of sucks. But yeah, we're doing mass colonization, and we can barely pay our taxes. The taxes are really intense. These fat cats are demanding a lot out of us, and it's hard to keep up with it, actually. Yeah, we're not even independent. Yeah, we're a client state of the British cat empire, which is probably even more cursed. Yeah, because they're digging up the iron ore, which I can sell for money. We also need to manage temperature. Like right now, it's autumn, and it will become winter soon, and that's gonna be a whole different problem. All right, who's joining us? All right, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine, and you're fine. Okay, so we'll reject the rest of them, and we'll take this stack on. But you can see people are like hungry, and there's not enough food for them, despite the fact that there's fish and smoked fish, because that's what we're eating, fish and smoked fish. I think we need more. I think we actually need more smokeries. Actually, you know the problem with the smokeries? They can't get fish fast enough. These require a decent amount of fuel and fish, and I think there's just not enough people that can haul things, so we may need to focus on our logistics hubs that will focus on moving things back and forth. So what we'll do is... I think I'll slap... Ooh, could slap this over here. Hanging over the edge. We already have one here, right? Okay, so what we'll do is I need to start sorting out our items. So for example, a storage shed here. And this one only requesting raw fish at coals. Probably useful, and then we can add some paths. Because again, I want to make this at least a nice, pretty looking colony. I don't want to just be another RimWorld cube colony with the most bare bones square designs. No, we need to make it pretty. All right, everything should be aesthetically pleasing. Where is that house set? All right, cool. These have not been built yet because holy cow, these eat up a lot of planks. I think we're gonna need that tree farm to get a little bigger. Oh yeah, that's we may need more of that. Ooh, yeah, there's a surprising... Oh. Okay, we got the next one. What else do we need now? I think we need the small warehouses next, and that should be fine. Okay. So now we can turn copper into copper bars, but the problem is that there's no copper anywhere. I have not seen any copper. And I don't know where to... Well... We have to go to the other islands to start farming copper, so which means if we put people there, they'll have to live on that island. I don't think there's a way to easily check for ores, right? Slice view. I don't know what this one does. This is temperature view. Yeah, we only have iron, but not copper, and I don't think there's any copper on this isle. So I think we do need to go expand to other islands. Yeah, each of these islands basically only have certain things. All will be grids and optimized? No! Well, yes. We will optimize, but we'll optimize aesthetically, okay? You can't just optimize like that. You have to optimize in a way that is pleasing to the eye. Or if you don't, why even bother? Why even bother if it's not aesthetically pleasing to the eye? Oh, hell yeah, we got one of those down. Actually, is there any copper here? Seeing any green? No, it's all orange, right? So there's no copper here. Yeah, it's just all iron ores and whatnot. Listen, if you want to become a cube, I'm not going to tell you that you can't become a cube, but we did that in a RimWorld run, and boy, everyone sure loved the cube. There's no easy way to get over there, which is the other problem. Alright, well, while we have some time, why don't we at least make this a little more aesthetically pleasing? So again, we're trying to convert a lot of these houses into 2x houses, which will give us more room to kind of work with. But wow, that is a lot of planks. And because they're so tall, we're basically destroying all these houses here. Yeah. That's fine. We know the cats are coming in for more of their taxes. Well, I don't want to pay taxes, but they're like, you have to pay your taxes or we will end your existence. Obnoxious little cat goobers demanding things. Okay. So 2 people can live in each of these, and then I probably need a... I'm trying to think how else I can replace these. It's one of the issues I run into these games is I have a strong tendency to try retrofitting everything into existing infrastructure, and then it just looks really ugly. So if you're ever wondered what my problem is in these games, that's my biggest problem. Put one of these in here, and then because one of these will basically replace 2 of these, I can put another one here. I could even stack them on top of each other if I really wanted to. For example, we could try to go for like a really tall apartment complex like this, but it might be a little... might not be the most aesthetically pleasing. Although, it doesn't seem like the worst idea. If I move that staircase... Ooh, you know what? That might actually not be a bad idea. Anyways, we'll come back to that in a bit. Let's do one thing at a time. And we'll see how this works. But again, they're moving around a little too far, and they're getting annoyed at having to walk. Oh my goodness, I finally have this done. Alright, let's pay our taxes, or else the cat's gonna get mad. So to give him all my iron, probably all the potash, and a good chunk of logs, and probably all the cotton, too. Alright, that's all I can afford to give him. Okay. They're happy for now. But yeah, you don't want to become a cube, Xanth? Listen, there is a benefit to being cube, but I also... Listen, we're playing a 3D base builder. If I can, I will always choose to make it more aesthetic than ugly, right? Even I did the same thing when I was playing Timberborn. And Timberborn is a fantastic title. I love Timberborn. That game is great. Okay, we need to build stone paths, but I think stone path is locked behind tier 1, which needs bronze. Oh, copper. It's actually copper. Wait. It's not bronze. They want copper. Oh, because we're getting iron ore, but we need... Got it. Okay, so yeah, we need to find a way to get copper ore. I think I just have to build a... I think I just have to build a bridge to that other island. It's not the prettiest option. Okay, we get slides now. Okay, cool. So apparently you can have your whiskers slide. Alright, the only way to do this is we have to go all the way to this island. Which, I don't have enough logs to do this. So once we get more logs, we can go over there and we can set up a mining hut and then we can go grab all that copper. Right? Oh, I need to check something. I forgot to check something on YouTube. My phone is still getting text messages. I really wish I could talk about the drama that I'm currently having to deal with about my, a thing that I partake in on a regular basis, but I don't really want to at the same time. But I'm just gonna say, it has been very interesting series of discussions that I have been reading and being brought into, and it is so concerning. It is not a drug deal, I promise you that. I feel like there's no way I could describe it that would make it sound good. But let's just say there are marriages involved of questionable types, is all I'm gonna say. It's not a drug deal, I promise. Also, hello, Kefir and Alana. How are you doing? Timberborn is great, but more on the expensive side, like Factorio. Great for environment goes sale. I do love Timberborn. Actually, for me, Timberborn, the best part about Timberborn is the water mechanics. I love anything water related, like doing water shenanigans. It's so fun to me. So that's why I love Timberborn. Oh my god, I can finally get this. Okay, so we don't have any logs. Now we have logs. Okay, the problem is that the path is so long. Look at how far they have to go to just move things around. You know, it'd probably help them if I actually remember to put paths down, because this will improve their walk speed. So why don't we do that? Let's give them the joy of pathways. And that'll probably make them less angry. Perfect. Because, you can see their movement speed does increase a decent amount, being able to walk on a path. And they have a decent distance to cover. It's not the Opium War, I promise you. Maybe one day I'll talk about it, but for now, it's something I probably want to just hold and keep to myself for now. But just understand that I am stressed. I was talking to Ray about it, and she's like, this is so messed up, I think is what she said. Or maybe she didn't say that exactly, and I'm just putting words in her mouth, but it was something. Okay, we're still missing houses. I think what I need to do is I do need to dig this out so I can grab this iron ore and maybe some of this other material. I think it's just out of range, so I probably need to move one of these mining huts over here or build a new one. So maybe I just grab it and move it real quick. No amount of iron ore is going to be enough. Okay, because I think Ray kept saying, so can I just move Ray in here? No, I can't. We'll have to just convert all the garbage houses to good houses. Okay, since we have time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start demolishing these again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, and then we're going to slot in the plank row house, because these are just generally better for our folks. And I can probably throw in a log cab or a plank abode like here, like single family homes. I think, ooh, I could even do like this. Ooh, I could stagger it. I think we'll just do like a small row of them here. It seems acceptable. Okay, so that'll get us more houses if we can get more planks, but we are just ripping through all of our logs. Alright, the pirates demand sacrifices. Alright, I think I'll just give them fuel, they'll go away. Okay, I think I just give them fuel and clothes, they'll just leave us be. Cool. I just didn't want to deal with them. The pirates are just sometimes easier, just make them go away. A flax spinner allows us to make fishing nets, it'll get us more fish. We can cultivate mushrooms? Oh, we can grow food underground. Interesting. So we can turn this into... Oh my gosh, wait a second. Hold on, I have a crazy idea. Wait. Hold on, I have a new idea. Also, here's a smuggler. I think I need my cut stone. Actually, no, I don't. I can sell the cut stone. I do want 1 gold bar. Yeah, let's get 1 gold bar. I just had an idea. So I think if we can grow mushrooms, we'll grow it underneath this. We can dig a path through here because it's fairly... Yeah, it's a lot of space in there. We can probably just grow mushrooms underground and it shouldn't cause any issues. Yeah, that'll be our plan. Let's get more whiskers. We need a lot more of these. All right. You just grab them all. I don't care. We'll need 15 more houses, but that's fine. All right, we need to build more. We need more commie huts. I don't have space for all of these, so I gotta find like a space to make commie huts. You know what? Hold on. We could start building our small settlement over here. I think that'll be fine. Let's start building a small settlement over here. Get us 15. And then... If I understand this correctly, we can build a path. And then we'll need to build a cafe so they can eat somewhere. And then we'll just build additional housing next door to them, and that should be good. Okay. Supply ship. I need this one. Fantastic. I also need to pay attention to our food. We are actually ripping through our food really fast, so we may need to build another fishing dock. And that should be enough to keep us fed. Oh, we actually dug everything out here. Okay. I'm gonna kidnap this mine shaft. I'm gonna bring you over... here. Because I need to dig out... What was I gonna dig out? I think I was gonna dig this out, but I've already not done that. Okay. I think we'll leave them here. Let's go underground. What do you think about this game so far? I think this game is really cool. I was very happy that they gave me a key to mess around with, so in the future... Oh shoot, why can't I? What is this, iron? Okay. What we'll do is we'll just strip this layer. And there's no copper here, because all the copper's over on the other island, which is where we're going to go next. So hopefully we can get... Okay, so let's assign 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And we'll need to start keeping them warm as fall has arrived. The cold, bitter winds of autumn are here to stay and make us suffer. Alright. Put one of these things here. And we'll need to also keep these people warm. You can see they're all starting to get chilly, so I want to at least keep their homes toasty. It will consume an unholy amount of wood, though, which is my biggest concern. Oh yeah, they're already starting to complain. They're already complaining it's too cold for them. Okay. Well, one thing at a time. I think what we need is I need a way... I think in this game there are ways to do, like... You know how in, what's it called? You can make... like heat pipes? I think there's a heat piping method in this game if I can find it. A heating stove heats up an area way better. Ocean outlet pumps dumps water in the ocean. You can pump water through networks. Interesting. A sifting tower. Non-metal ores into refined... Oh, so you can turn coal into fuel, rock salt into table salt. Interesting. Okay, so these are relevant for later. We really need to get to tier 1 ASAP, which is going to require some finagling. We can get it done. Oh yeah, so we got some houses built here now, right? Almost. Ah, people are unhappy. There is no peace in this realm. What a shame. Also need to add a staircase to get to the upper floor of this, so I think we'll just slap one down. I think what we'll do it like this. Because I want here, but I also want a pathway down underneath. And that should be good. I don't know. Perfect. Slowly but surely our little mouse colony will get bigger and better. I just need the materials that are just so hard to get. They are at least happy that they have a house. And I think most people would be happy, like, hey, we have a place to live. We're not starving. You can't stop screwing up alternate timeline in funny ways. I saw the post that you're making about your Victoria 3 run. What made you play Victoria 3 again? I know you and Sony have been playing a decent amount of it as of late, and I'm like, interesting. Is it time for me to pick up Victoria 3 yet again and pretend like I can do shenanigans? If I played Victoria 3, I would just go muck around in Europe or Africa again. That's not too bad. Yeah, people aren't happy that they have to sleep outside, but you know what? We're doing what we can. Our food supply is dwindling. We probably do need to get another fishing dock. Alright, let's build another fishing dock. Yeah. We're gonna need a lot of fishes. One of these bad boys right there. Oh, what does National Awakening do? I actually have no idea. This guy's gotta walk so far just to get to work here. That's fine. We knew this was gonna happen. Also, this one, yeah. There we go. There's our copper. Oh, right. Tax collector man's arriving. I think I have to just give all the iron ore and probably all the cotton. In fact, I think I can go to... I think we'll go to the next tier. That's fine. I want the second tier here. Makes Australia really difficult. Makes it so that cultures can advocate for their own nations after awakening. Oh, interesting. So cultures can demand their own country? Ooh, that sounds kind of fun, actually. Ooh, I can't get everyone, but I will... A monarchist? No, I don't want any monarchists in my country. Get rid of the monarchists, take everyone else. Okay, so now we can grow mushrooms. So what I'm thinking we can do... So what I think we can do is I might be able to just turn this pit, or at least part of it, into mushrooms, or we can turn this area into mushrooms. Let's see. I'm gonna take this mining area here. I'm gonna move you here. And I'm gonna have you dig out... I'm gonna have you dig in here. I think we might be able to make a mushroom growing pit like this, if this works the way I think it does. Why did that get held? That's so weird that message got held. Apparently kefir is a race term for some reason. Not at all what I would have expected. Don't know what that means. Alright. So who doesn't have a whisker? Let's see. Let's see if we can add more whiskers. Ranu, did I give you one? I might have given you one. There's so many names here. There's a Kefir one. I don't think I see a Ranu, so I may have to get a Ranu one in here. I think this is in order of recruitment. Maybe. No, it's just kind of haphazard. Well, you can be this one who has weak knees. No, you cannot. I'm not even joking. There is no way to sort by name. You can sort by different things, like these stats, but you can't sort by anything else. It's really, really wacky. But for example, I can see whoever's like a farmer type, or a craftsman type, or, you know, any of these other weird types. Okay, we still don't have enough houses. Because there's not enough planks to build more houses. Why fart? What have I done to deserve such a disrespect to my personage? How could you do this, Zan? Okay, so we did get copper. Okay, so we have 3 copper ore units. Which is not a lot, but this does allow us to start making copper ore, which I think I might actually just turn part of this into like copper ore farm. Okay, so yeah, we do need to build a factory for an ore furnace, which we'll put kind of like right here. I don't know why there's 2 entrances, but we'll do it. Maybe keep it away from there. That's fine. And then we'll need to add more pathways once we get more planks. And then we need to find the ore. I am desperate to find copper. I think if we just keep digging here... Ah, there we go. Yeah, if we just dig here... means we'll need to dig out here. Alright, that's fine. Just hunt it down. Okay, so we have 10 homeless people. Because we don't have enough stones, which means we need to add additional shelters here. Oh, no, we did. Oh, we actually built it already. Oh, hello. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's like it's 2 more done. 8 more done. Perfect. I love how this looks. It's so stupid. Okay. But yeah, I probably should play Vic 3 again. There's just so many Paradox games to play nowadays. I don't have time to play all of them, even though I would love to play more Paradox titles. Oh. I'd kill to have more time to play City Skylines 2. I'm still hoping City Skylines 2 finally finds its time in the sun. Because I love that game. Surprisingly, a lot more than City Skylines 1, but it's just missing so much content. Perfect. Okay, we are getting the copper, which will go in the furnace. I do think we need to find a way to make their walks a little shorter, because right now they're walking so far to get between places. Thankfully, we have 16 builders working around the clock, so it's not a big deal, but when you're short on planks all the time, and I think I only have 2 sawmills. Where's my sawmill? Oh wait, there's not enough people. Let's build this up to 3. There we go. Stonecutter and sawmills all maxed out. Beautiful. Okay, so 1 log turns into 5 planks, so that is a very, very good ratio. However, with the cold now here... Oh shoot, yeah, we gotta be careful about the temperature. I don't know where else I can keep... How else I can keep them warm. I can put them scattered around in, like, areas like this. I'm not sure if you put so much fire near each other, if they'll all start stacking up. And here, I want to build a... Wait. Oh, here we go. We can grow mushrooms. Okay. No, so you do need soil, but it has to be underground? Wait, how does growing mushrooms work? I don't think I read this right. Policies board, quest log, research. Okay, so mushrooms. Grow in dark place underground, but must still be on farmland. Interesting. So I don't know how to make farmland underground unless I fertilize it. Wait a second. Is that how that works? Let's dig this out first, and we'll see if I can figure that out. I have an idea. I think I might know how this works. Okay. Also, keep digging this out. There's a lot of iron to be had. I want to make sure we grab all the iron. I could just, yeah, I could bury soil. Like, if I want to grow really tall, we could just bury the mushrooms underground. It's not impossible. Oh, jeez, there's not enough. Let's educate more people. There must always be a mouse being educated. It's the only way to survive. Someone must be educated, always. Our food supply is... I think I'm gonna need more smokeries. I think smokeries stay warm regardless. It's everything else that stays chilly. Winter's approaching so fast, and I do remember last time we lost so many people because they were not warm. At the very least, we should probably try to figure out how we can keep people toasty. Especially in the housing areas, I think is where it matters the most. Alright, I'll take it. The taxes are getting really high again. They keep demanding more! They demand more of my... Oh, geez, it's winter. Okay, so we lost 2 Whiskers last winter. So my goal today is to not lose any more to the winter. And that may be a problem. But I will try my best to make it not a problem. The problem is I have to keep tending to these fires, because I have to make sure they keep having a lot of wood. I don't think they can automatically get wood dumped in them. Oh, wait, here we go. Organized heating. Permanently installed source of heat. Okay, well, that makes life a lot easier. Okay, so that way we can keep warm. Okay, so I will convert stone blocks into a gold bullion so that I can trade that to the Whiskers when they demand their sacrifice. And that should be fine. Yeah, you can see their temperature slowly drop. But it goes up if they're near something warm. No, I think we need more cafes. Cafes are how they eat, and I think there's just not enough hanging around. We need 2 more people, so I will grab Swift and Considerate Swift and this one. Okay, so this quest is now complete.
Your colony has been...
We got more approval. Fantastic, we're surviving. Okay, I do need to use the restroom because I've been chugging a lot of water. I also drank some nice cafe drinks earlier, so it's about time that I do that. But the amount of wood we're gonna need is still... still a little suspect. I think we're gonna move this over here. That way we can get this stack of trees. And have we dug this out yet? I'm wondering if I just order a farm to be built here. Does that work? Fertility 0%. But what if I remove the rocks and turn it fully into soil, right? Because it's still dirt. I think it's because I think it's because of the rocks. I think the rock 100% area is what's making it impossible to grow. So if we are able to finagle that, this may work. In fact, I think this is one of those... Nope, that's Umi being a farmer. A farm... Oh, we can't actually put it underground. Okay, so this has to be above ground, outside, with easy access. So maybe we put it here? I think that'll be fine. By the way, you like my town hall? Look at how pretty this is. I put plants around it to make it look aesthetically pleasing, otherwise it's gonna look ugly. There's a lot of flowers, surprisingly. I'm out of machinery, too. Okay, we gotta get machinery next. Okay, we know what the next pickup is. Okay, so here's our ore furnace. Throw 2 people in there. Now we can get copper bars. And over here, I'm just gonna quickly slam down a few more houses. I think we can just, this is gonna be the real commie blocks. Perfect. Alright, I'll be right back. You can just gawk at... Well, hold on. I'll wait until after evening. You can watch them work during the day. Where else is it too cold for them? There's some areas where it's too chilly and I need to start adding more temperature management. So why don't we dump one over here? Oh, there is a steam outlet. Oh my gosh, yeah, you can. Oh, cause you can heat up your island like it's New York. Okay, hear me out. So this is heat and utilities, but one of the options is a steam boiler with a steam. So I think you can and a steam radiator. So I think you can actually just heat up your entire colony through steam, similar to how New York is actually heated primarily through steam. And you can probably have a very complex network of pipes to ensure water flows properly. Oh my gosh, wait, that's crazy. This game is way more in-depth than it has any right to be, and it's hilarious. Let's just add more wood to these real fast. Yeah, they don't like the fact that there's pollution, but I think they'd rather deal with the pollution than dying of being frozen to death. Okay. So hopefully we get those houses built, we get the planks soon. We will need to build additional... We will need additional sawmills, unfortunately. We just don't have enough, and I think I'm just gonna plant it over here, because there's a... Yeah. I'll just... stack them like this. Yeah, that's probably a little ugly, but it'll be fine. And that's not correct. So much wood needed for everything. Alright, let's pay the cats. Here's their gold bullion, their cotton. I think we just need to grow more cotton. I think cotton is a cash crop, and I should have been doing that a long time ago. Yeah, and then take all the flax, I think is fine. Take the logs. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna expand. Once it hits next season, we're gonna expand our cotton crop, because I think that's what we really need. Switch from flax to cotton. Okay, so I need the machinery, so I will take this one. Expensive as it is. And then there we go. So now I will let you all gawk at this from above at 3x speed while I will be right back, and hopefully nothing bad happens. That's a thing. I have seen a lot of people talking about Arc Raiders, and it seems pretty fun to play. The only thing I can't get over is the fact that they basically have AI voices in that game, because they somehow got the voice actors and actresses to agree to have their voices be recorded for their voice synthesizer TTS software. So that's Not exactly a fun fact, but other than that, I mean, the game seems interesting. I have a lot of friends who are like really into it right now. It's like the hot new thing. Ooh, long stairs. Oh, it is a long stairs. Oh wait, this is actually kind of interesting. Really, it's cringe. Yeah, I mean, if you like it, then I'm not here to judge. You know what I mean? I know some people like don't really care, and maybe I'm a weird person for caring so much about it, but you know me. I'm always a fan of the artiste. A believer in the artistic work. Got some rails here too, just to add some pizzazz. Oh, you know, I should add some lights here, like a lantern. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. Look at that, that's nice. Oh, did you not? What do you mean by being changed? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, that's interesting. So you can still grow the crops even if it's winter, as long as you can keep it warm. That's so funny. Wait, that's actually kind of wild. Oh, man. That is really interesting. Hi, Havel. We're doing pretty good. It's winter now, so we're trying to survive. Oh, wait, you want to put on the outfit? Okay, let me switch models. Alright, I gotta switch to this one. I still love this model is so good. People think I'm weird, but who cares? I forgot how wide this maid outfit is. But yes. Your character being a little celebi just makes sense. What do you mean a celebi? I legitimately don't know anything about like arc raiders. The only shooter game I'm playing in recent memory, unironically, is Battlefield 6. Like, after every stream, I'm just like, you know what time it is? It's time for Battlefield, and I will just start playing Battlefield. That's not a joke. That is legitimately what I do. I am quite knee-deep into the Battlefield plot line. Actually, I'm making now. Oh! You mean Celebi the... Okay, got it. Yeah, that's a little different. Okay. Speaking of Pokemon, have you played the new Pokemon at all? Okay, there's more copper. We just have to dig down again. Okay. Gonna keep digging. Also, let's see if I can actually do the underground mushrooms now. Now that this entire thing is carved out. If I expand this out. Hold on. Wrong tool. Oh, so some of this is actually forageable land. You can see over here, like, there's actually fertility. But over here, there's none. So you actually can find underground fertility areas. You just have to find it. Which is interesting, and I'm not sure if I put fire pit in there, if they're all gonna die of suffocation. You played new Pokemon, so you don't switch right to the lack of... Oh, fair enough. You know, that's understandable. Oops, nicely swapped off the outfit. You're enjoying more than with proper APCs and not dune buggies? In, oh, for Battlefield or for Arc Raiders? I know Battlefield just introduced that one APC that you can actually, you know, shoot out of like 3 different directions, and it's crazy. I used it in like the Blackwell map, and I was like, wow, this is nuts. Especially if you have good gunners. Oh, that thing is like so hard to kill. It's so peak. I love it. And then I know we have the new map coming out in like 2 weeks because this season is really short. It's like 3 months, and then they're like, all right, we're done season 1, season 2. It's kind of really fast paced, but I don't know how many years they plan on supporting Battlefield 6. I hope they plan on supporting it for a while because I haven't bought the Battle Pass yet. But boy, I am legitimately considering it because I'm actually having so much fun with Battlefield. But I'm like, I don't want to support Battle Passes. But it's probably like one of the less painful Battle Passes that I've seen. Okay, let's add another bathing house here. There we go, look at that. Actually kind of a nice bridge. Can I have better bridges that are more aesthetically pleasing, please? Some more time on that then? Yeah. You don't play Pokemon when you're playing it by yourself, dude. Some people don't know how to use vehicles. Honestly, there's not much you can do about other people being bad at the game. All you can always do is just worry about how you approach the game and you being good at the game. Everyone else is going to be an idiot no matter what you do, and you just kind of have to to roll with that, unfortunately. That is the sad reality of how a lot of this operates. Wow, look at that giant stack of logs. We need a, I think we need a logistics hub here. Yeah, we need to get a logistics hub. The main reason we have logistics hubs is that these people will carry resources between far off distances rather than everyone else doing it. That's why we're trying to get that done. Especially as these woodcutters are trying to chop down as many trees as humanly possible. There's so many trees that need chopping. Going over 800 is battlefield. Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. I do not know how to play helicopters or planes. I am a tanker through and through. It's Destiny control all over again. I never played Destiny. I heard Destiny is having a bit of its own problem right now because its popularity has dropped significantly, so a lot of people aren't really into playing Destiny right now, and they seem to be struggling with, I guess, player retention is my understanding. So that's a little unfortunate if you're into Destiny, but like I said, it was never really the title for me. Oh, you know what? I think we can add another campfire like right here, and that should be enough. Let's look at the temperature map. Yeah, I think we can get that warmed up and they should be fine. I think we also need one down here. Can we just slap down at least a campfire? This will probably be enough. Yeah, the Bradleys are good. Like, all the vehicle weapons are just so fun to play with. I love them. I think it's fantastic. I've also tried doing the battlefield or the battle royale, and I surprisingly didn't hate it. I thought it was actually kind of fun. Surprisingly. So I would recommend giving it a shot if you're into that type of thing. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need so many more. Oh, you know what the problem is with winter? We don't get new people. Whoever we have to make sure they survive. Because this is it. This is, whatever we have is all we're getting for Whiskers for the foreseeable future. Oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna be a little tough here. Here's the Firestorm. Ah, yes, Firestorm. I played so much Battlefield 5. Okay. Here's my gamer take. I think that Battlefield 5 would have been so successful if they had actually just given the game time to develop. But they didn't, and so the game waffled around and flopped real hard. And it makes me sad, because I think it is one of my favorite Battlefield games of all time. Havel, I recommend this game if you like cozy games. The main thing that's not cozy about it is that you do have to pay taxes to the cats, which can be a little backbreaking if you're not prepared for it. But if you are prepared for it, I think eventually you can ferment a rebellion and beat up the cats and free yourself from their oppression. So that's a fun little thing. We should probably get the medical triage after this heating thing. For poor housing condition. What are you actually living in, Ray? Let's find out. What type of house does Ray live in? Let's see. So Ranu lives in a plank abode. Ray lives in a plank row. Okay, no, you live in the nice house now. That's right. Ray lives in a good house. Okay, so everyone hates us because of the food and the housing, and then the fact that they're cold, and that they had to eat at the warehouse instead of a table. So I think we do need more cafes. Yes, I can name the mice after you. Do you want a mice? You want a little mouse? If I didn't give you one already, let me double check here. I don't think I gave you one. Alright, let's give you one. Yeah, for sure, let me know. Or if you ever just see me online, just throw me a message and I'll probably just join in on you. I will give you this one, Havel. The one named Jingles is now Havel Rocco Gold. And you are an apprentice, optimist, and inquisitive. And then for Kara here, we'll give you this one who has incredibly high expectations. Oh wait, we did get a supply ship. I have enough machinery, I think, so I think I take this one for the logs and the planks. The clothes are tempting too, but I think just the woven cloaks are okay. Need medical triage next. Okay, so what we unlocked is we have this thing called a fire tender and a bonfire. So the bonfire is basically the same thing as, well, this thing, but A fire tender will make sure that they is always stocked. Which I think is super useful because I'm gonna get rid of this. Yeah, because it only needs stone, right? So just get rid of this. And then add in a bonfire. And hopefully we make this priority number 1. Then hopefully this one will be right after, because we should have enough planks. We have 3 builders, which is not a lot. Yeah. But yeah, well, I do recommend this if you're looking... Oh, I don't know why my model's expressions are freaking out. If you want something cozy, you actually do get a large area to build on, which is crazy to me. And later on, you can do things like building trains, which I think is absolutely required for a, a proper logistics network. That's something I'm doing right now, but it is something that can be done later, which is so amusing to me that that's even an option. Oh yeah, these bonfires are gonna take a while to build. Ooh. But it's okay, we have to keep these people warm. I will not lose another mouse to the cold, which we've done already. Look at the dead people. We have 2 dead mice. And we remember the sacrifices. It's so tragic. Actually, we have a lot of resources now, surprisingly. It's just the wood and... We have a lot of fish. We don't have a lot of smoked fish, so we probably need to slam more of those out, too. I think it doesn't help that my houses are just kind of haphazardly scattered about. I don't know if mice reallocate themselves when they need to find a new location. Did you send me another DM? Ah. Okay. I can't believe Ray's throwing things at me again. I can't believe this. What have I done to deserve this? Okay. Let's check down in here. So we did manage to get most of the copper, which is good. Now we need to go... See, look at this. Look at them walking across this tiny little bridge. It's beautiful. Their animations are so funny. Also, each mice, like, type has a different model, which is really fun. Like, Miners Guild mice are bigger than the Explorers Guild, which are really small. I feel like every time I do this, I do get in trouble. I can't believe this. I'm being abused. Is this spousal abuse? I think I'm being spousally abused. I can't believe this. Okay, wait. Is this not built yet? Oh, because we need the fuel tender. Alright, well, they'll just have to be cold for a day, and hopefully they'll survive. Awesome. I got 12 approval points, which is not good. Alright, please build this faster. I can't believe everyone wants to watch me get abused. What have I done to deserve this? I haven't done anything to deserve such spousal abuse. We just put a bonfire here. I could probably put another cafe, but that might... Oh, you know what? Actually, no, we should add another cafe. I don't know how many people these things can even handle. I eat salt for... What do you mean I eat salt for... What did I eat for dinner? I had a tuna mayo hand roll for dinner, so I did not eat salt for dinner, okay? I had salt for lunch. You have to get it right. It's very specific, okay? We live in a very specific time. Gotta get it right. Is there a way to make this cafe, like, less exposed? Or is that just how it's gonna be aesthetically? Oh, I guess I can... Oh, you can... Oh! Wait! That's cute. Hold on. Ah, look at that. Oh, that's kind of nice to look at. I love it. Okay, so we have medical triage. I think we just go for research 2. We could go for coppersmith to get scissors. Or a flax spinner to make ropes. If we get a flax spinner, we can also make nets. Which would improve our fishing. Or we get a cover... I think let's get the bridge. I want the bridge. Oh, it's so nice. It's so cute. Okay, so is this thing working yet? No, because I have to put someone on here. So my issue is that we do not have enough builders anymore, and that is a problem. Thankfully, we have enough bonfires, or spots we can add bonfires to hopefully keep everything toasty. So we'll add one here. So I want to see that lit up. Come on. It's this one named Fleet. Where are you, Fleet? That's right. Get over here, grab some materials, and start keeping us toasty. What is going on here? Okay, so I think they're actually tilling this to make, to grow mushrooms, which is really funny. But I think the problem is there's too many rocks. So 95% rocks, I think, is just too hard for them to... What if I just... Oh, you know what? I have an idea. What if I dig it out? Hold on. What if I dig this out? How do I delete this? I have an idea. I'm gonna... get rid of this. And then I'm gonna dig it out. We should have a miner nearby. And then I'm going to try to fill it back in. And I think that might be the correct way to set up an underground mushroom grow-op. Please, please grab some wood. I need that thing, like, fueled ASAP. Please. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now we have heat. Alright. Now we have automated heating, so I don't have to do it myself all the time. Oh, it's beautiful. Maybe putting the bonfire next to a house like that. Oh, I don't think fire's actually... You know what's funny? I don't think in this game fire can actually spread and burn down buildings. So I think that's actually safe to keep there. I hope. I'm fairly sure that it's safe. In fact, I'm almost certain that it's safe. So we'll just we'll keep it as is and hope I'm not going to be wrong. No, see, look, basically, you're gonna walk out, look out your door. Can you imagine living in this building? You open your window, and it's just a giant heat vortex entering your window. I mean, you won't be cold, but I don't think you're gonna be necessarily warm either. Oh, jeez, there's no temperature here, so I do need to put a small campfire here to keep this toasty. At least 1 and 2 should be enough. Alright, the Whiskers begin to doubt you because their clothes are non-existent and they are cold and hungry. They desire better crops. Well, you know what? It's the winter. It's not like I can actually get them anything crazy. We're entirely subsisting on raw fish. I don't have any more spare pawns to use right now. So I gotta just live whatever I can give them. One thing at a time. We'll solve one problem at a time. Because not only... The thing with the bonfire is that you do need someone to restock them all the time, which can be a little obnoxious. Okay. I think I'm gonna take the middle one because I need the hardtack and also the tailored clothes and mostly the machinery. I remember you mentioning it, like, I remember you mentioned the musician the other day, Garmin. I was kind of surprised. I looked him up, I'm like, wow, this person has a pretty crazy pedigree for music, too. Put a bonfire there. I do need to put another fire tender probably over here. Someone can just keep an eye on the fire here and probably slap down another... we got school, research lab. I think we slapped down another storage shed here. And that should be fine. Okay, so I can build a bridge now. Except you can't make it that long, which is really funny. So it's too late. I already built the bridge. It's a very good Ace Combat music. Gotcha. So wait, so he did Ace Combat. And we were listening to the Ace Combat music yesterday, which was fantastic. Alright, we're gonna start moving towards research tier 1, which means we're gonna need a lot more copper, which means we gotta start digging out more copper. Thankfully, we know exactly what that entails, and that involves deeper underground. Maybe we just go this way. Just keep digging in. Find it. Oh, it's just remixes. Okay. Still, to make remixes is pretty beautiful in its own right. Gonna jump out soon, but have fun with that. Thanks, Arani. Enjoy your class, which I assume is what you're doing. Oh, yeah, because it's Friday over there. Which means I should be expecting an email from a ryokan in Japan that I've been waiting to get a response from. Arani, if you ever get a chance, be sure to spend some time and money. Go to a really nice ryokan, especially somewhere in Hakone. I think you'd love it. It's so nice. Heckin' late in colonies. You have to keep spamming loud shows, keep your freezer from overflowing. Isn't that a good thing to have? It's a good problem. It's Kinyobi, yeah. It's Kyo wa Kinyobi da yo. You're still directing the song Aces in the Bar. Okay. Aces in the Bar. Let me pull that up and I will take a look at that later and listen to it. Oh yeah, it's the first result in Spotify link. Okay. So we have two bonfires going around the clock, which is keeping everyone generally toasty. I think we need to put one over here. Okay, I'll put a bonfire. I think we need to keep the smokers nice and toasty, as well as the fishers. Yeah. And for now, until we can get alternative heating options, the bonfire is gonna have to work. Yeah. Japan living in the future. I'm always of the opinion that Japan is living in the year 2000 for the past 50 years. They were living in the year 2000 in 1975, and they're living in the year 2000 in 2025. Kind of what makes it it's kind of beautiful to behold, honestly, if mildly cursed. Okay, so two people are deathly sick. Alana and Encore, who's not assigned anyone, are both dying of illness, which means I should probably build a medical triage so that said sick people aren't going to die of illnesses. So let's build our first triage, which I think we'll just dump somewhere. Let's see, where do I want to dump the triage? Ooh, maybe. Kind of don't want to put it near the port. I think we can put it here and it'd be fine. Let's do it there. That should be good. Okay, so we'll set that as high priority. Just like Rimworld, yes. People getting sick and dying. It's just like my rimming. All right. Okay, so we're gonna need more bonfires for sure. Okay, for now, I'll probably slap the bonfire about. Oh, you can actually put the bonfire on top of other buildings, which is really fun. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, so I can put it probably here. And then if I put one over here, we can probably keep the crops growing also, which is extra funny. But again, we'll need more tenders for that, and I don't have enough tenders. I only have one builder, too. Let's see. Have we been digging out? Yes, okay. Alright, they like us a little bit more, but we're gonna need more clothes. Okay, so we do need to dig out more, so there's a lot of iron ore here. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, I see. So I need to dig out here. It's all stone, but that's fine. Oh, the tax collector's coming in, and he ain't happy. Do you see the issue that I'm seeing myself? Do you see how much the fat cats want from me? They want 2,500. I don't have 2,500. We already have sick people. Now I'm being asked to pay higher and higher taxes. Well, let's get these people tended to. Hopefully they're not gonna die. Okay, it is a lot of money. Okay, so we're gonna put these two in here. We're not gonna have any builders right now, so I think what we'll do is we'll take one off of the logistics stuff. We don't need that many on the logistics. Where's Roblox? Not here. You should have known that I wasn't going to actually stream Roblox, and yet you thought I was going to stream Roblox regardless. That was a foolish mistake. That was a foolish move. You think I would actually stream Roblox in this day and age? This over here, we gotta keep grabbing that wood. We need more wood. Oh, how do we make clothes? I just realized I don't think we have a clothing factory. We have a weaver. We may need more weavers, and I think that's what all of our flax was for. Okay. We'll have to figure out where we're going to grow some flax in the near future. Probably somewhere over here we'll just convert into a flax field. Yeah, I think this entire section is just flax. That should be good. Yeah, the mice game is really fun. I think the mice game is really cool. I was really happy that they were willing to give me a key for this, and I've been really pleased with it overall. And we're slowly figuring out what we need to do to make sure people save. Okay, so there we go. So people who are sick will go here. They'll tend to themselves. We probably should add more bonfires, but we're gonna need more bonfire tenders probably. So hopefully once this season is over, we can grab more things that keep us nice and toasty. Because right now I'm just kind of slotting things in wherever I can find room. Not the most ideal way to do things, but I think it's a good way to at least operate. Okay, so Encore is sick. Is he getting tended to? Yes. Listen, I was talking about it earlier, but the reason I don't play Roblox is I don't want to have my deep, dark Roblox past related to anything that I do today. But I will brag about how expensive my items are. You know the scissors hat in Roblox? I didn't realize that thing is worth 150,000 Robux. I think I bought it back in the day for like 500 tickets. And now that thing is like legitimately worth like what? What's the Robux exchange rate? Let's see. The Robux exchange rate is it's $150,000 Robux. Oh, I guess the oh wait, that's not it. Developer exchange. Okay, so let's press this end day button. Where did you go on your trip? Oh, sorry, sending me a message. Oh, okay. Oh, I read that earlier. Okay. Yeah, so according to this, the Roblox cash out is 0.0038 dollars. So 0.0038 times 150,000. So that's about a $500 hat, which is kind of nuts. I still can't believe the other thing too. Roblox, again, I don't play it very often, but every time I read stories of people who get groomed or they get something happens, it's like I don't know how this keeps happening. Oh my gosh, they want so much money. I don't think I can give them their full amount. I can probably give them half, and that's probably enough to keep them at bay. But yeah, I can't afford their whole ask. The cats demand too much of me, and I do not have the money to afford such ridiculous tithes. Had another fire tender here. Palawan Typhoon threw a big... Oh, that's right! You had the Typhoon. Wait, so where'd you end up going? Because it was in the Philippines. You didn't stay, right? I assume you left for areas that's not going to be smacked by the Typhoon. So where'd you end up going? Actually, don't answer that if you don't want to. I'm just vaguely curious because I'm a very curious person. Let's dig this out. Let's build this out here, so we can at least have additional areas. And I think let's delete this one. And I think we can just connect these together. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Again, we're trying to seal up all the pathways so that they're all nice and tidy and next to each other. Ah, scary. Hello, Garm. I know you're here. Let's find the decorations. I want to have. Ooh, we can have signposts. What makes this customizable? Like, if I put a sign here, edit message test. Oh, it actually is a sign. Huh. Okay, so you can actually have custom words on there. That's interesting. Some trees here. It looks prettier that way. Oh, we can even add lights, actually. Wait a second. We should add lights. Actually, this should have railings on it. Probably rope. Can I drag this? I can't. I'd have to click every single tile. Okay, that's annoying. That just alert you've done. Trust me, there's a lot more ways you could use it. Okay. Oh, have a good night, son. Rest well, comrade. Thanks for swinging by. Okay, so yeah, we need more tenders. At least winter's almost over. We've basically survived winter without too many people dying of illness, so that's a good sign. It's just the amount of fuel and, like, management that gets a little nutty. Okay, did my ridiculous idea bear fruit? Okay. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. So my guess was if I put in... If I infilled it with the earthworks... Oh, terraforms it with stone. Maybe that doesn't work then. Oh, when I was in Tarkov. I do remember that. Yes. I remember when you spooked me when I was playing Tarkov. This tithe, I don't think I'm paying. At least not in full. Because primarily, I'd have to hunt down all the iron ore that we could get our hands on, because I'm not giving them the copper. I need the copper. Quite frankly, I think my solution, at least for the winter, is just grow so much cotton and sell the cotton. Because cotton, legitimately, I think is the cash crop that we need to survive. However, we're going to start needing fertilizer to put nutrients in here. The problem is we don't have fertilizer. Fertilizer is produced from potash, and we don't have the way to produce fertilizer yet, because I believe you need... Yes, you need the sifting tower here, but then you need to pump water into it. There's so many things you have to do to get that to work, so we're trying, but it's gonna require a lot of effort. But that's what makes this game really interesting, is like, you have to keep expanding, or else, like, it's a factory game that puts you on a timer. And that timer is the very, very greedy cats that keep demanding more and more of your resources. And I think that's a really interesting way of approaching this genre. Because a lot of times I do feel like I get lost in trying to figure out what I want to do, but now I'm like, here's what you have to do. You can watch the Duckov VOD. I did my best in Duckov. I am not a very good Duckov player. Did what I could, but yeah. It ain't easy playing Duckov, I'll say that much. It sure is not easy. Okay, we're ripping out all the trees again. Yeah, I think as long as we have more bonfires, we can actually keep growing crops regardless of the weather. And I think that would be really handy to keep. So we'll keep that in mind for the next winter, but since winter's almost over, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we definitely should start adding more bonfires. I think as long as it's yellow, it's probably growable without too much issue. Yeah, because I think we don't have enough fire tenders to keep maintaining the heat. And I think that's where the issue lies. Now I can scatter these around, which is probably exactly what I'm gonna do. I can do something like this. I still don't like this giant, like, random cavernous pit with ominous buildings just, like, hanging around and the mice having to keep crawling up and down this perilous ladders right next to this water pit. Like, if this breaks... Oh, like, if this breaks down, this is gonna go poorly, but I don't think you can actually force the water into the pit. I think the game basically prevents you from accidentally drowning your own mice. Which is a little sad. I feel like if I mess up, I should be allowed to drown them. You know, it's a learning experience for me. There we go, yeah. So they do go to the cafe and eat what they can. But again, there's just not enough food hanging around, and I didn't sort this out. The logistics are a little jacked. Yeah. We're gonna need more warehouses. The central warehouse is fine, but we have spices and gold bullion and a bunch of iron bars and other things, but it's still a little rough. But I think we're getting there. Oh my gosh, a raid. Hi. Hello there, Whimsy Plush. How are you doing, comrade? Oh my gosh, a raid? Let's see. Who art thou? Have I interacted with thee before? Probably not, is my assumption, right? Hello. Let me do the shout out command. Whimsy Plush. How was your stream, comrade? How are you doing? Hopefully you had a fun time. I appreciate the raid, even though we've never interacted before. I don't know how you found me, but I welcome you and your community of, I'm sure, wonderful people. For those of you who don't know, I'm Professor Kashiwa Yuknor. Most people just call me Oak because it's way easier. I play strategy games. I'm a guy who uses a female VTuber model. Don't worry too much about it. It's called the Bobby Niku. We exist. We've been out here doing this for like way too many years. But yeah, I mostly do strategy games and things like that. So you caught us in the middle of playing Whiskerwood, nice little colony sim about little mice trying to survive under the yoke of an oppressive cat British Empire. Ah, the VTuber tag. No, I'm not a cat girl. Don't let anyone tell you that. Well, I appreciate the raid. Hopefully it was a good time. Let me see what you were actually playing. I'm kind of curious now. Let's see. Final Fantasy VII Tactics. Those are good choices. I love Final Fantasy. I play Final Fantasy 14. Okay, I guess I have to put this thing on. Let's see here. I like looking at what people play. Oh, you were playing the Evilus Chronicles. Good choice. Is all I'm gonna say. I love the Final Fantasy Tactics games. I grew up playing a lot of them, so I'm glad that you are playing such a cool game. Also, let me follow you back. There we go. But anyways, I appreciate the follow. And those of you who like what I do, come by in the future. I stream every Monday through Thursday, so this is the last stream of the week already because it is what it is. I cannot pay these people's taxes. Oh, okay, you're finishing it soon. Got it. I can't pay this tax. If I dump all the iron ore that I got, and the gold bullion, and I guess all the cotton. Could I reach the... No, so I think we just do this one. So we're already at pleased. So I think if I just go down minus two trust, that should be fine. Because we're now in spring, so we should be able to start growing the crops that we need. Yeah, I think the fertility at least recovered. At least a lot of the fertility recovers over winter. So I guess that's the nice part. If you're not growing anything over winter, your fertility does recover. Okay. So two choices. We can either just try to grow everything through the winter or just hold it down. But like I said, anyways, I appreciate the raid. Hopefully it was a good time. Hopefully Final Fantasy was a good time. If you're ever looking for another good Final Fantasy Tactics-esque game, might I recommend Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together? That is one of my favorite titles of all time. I think it's my I think I like it way more than Final Fantasy Tactics, quite honestly. But I might be a little biased since I just love that franchise. Yeah, have you never got around to it? Ah, well, I recommend it. The story is equally as wonderful if you love a dark or deep plot line involving multiple individuals vying for power and, you know, that type of deal. It's good stuff. Oh, wait, we got a Whisker ship. Okay, so we finally can hire more people. I don't have enough, oh, they don't like... Okay, I can't get anyone. Shoot, because I didn't get any approval. Because they need more clothes. And also they're cold. Okay. Yeah, so I think winter, we're just never going to get that much approval. Because I think no matter what we do, people are just going to not like it. Unfortunately. Hopefully once winter's over, we can survive a little bit better. But our, Zoingo over here is overworked. He's trying his best. But look at all that fish we have. I think this should be like... half fuel and half fish. I think that's the problem. It's just all fish. I think we'll do here is we'll crank this 40 fish and then the rest should be fuel. When is Roblox? Never. Why does everyone keep asking me for Roblox? I'm not going to stream Roblox. I'm sorry. It's never happening, Normar. It was a joke option on the poll. It was never supposed to be seriously Roblox. Maybe I should stop putting joke options. Maybe that was my mistake. Offering joke options on the polls. I see. Now I should never do that again. Now it should just be regular serious options all the time. We're almost to number 2. I was kind of expecting that actually. I am a fool, I think. Also, there'll be a chance to play Foxhole. I think eventually I'll probably offer Foxhole, but Ray was really adamant that I didn't do anything military-esque today, so I was like, okay, fine. So that's why we're playing this game instead of Hoi 4 or any of the other weirdly violent strategy games that I normally play. But I definitely would like to do Foxhole again, because I liked that game. I was okay at it, and I think if I wanted, it's a very serious title. I was actually watching some videos about people doing D-Day landings in Foxhole, and I was really impressed with the amount of coordination that's involved with that. Okay, they still don't like me because they can't get their fresh clothes. Alright, please. I need it to be warmer so I can actually give them clothes. So I do need to grow flax, which I think I set up a flax growing zone. I think just to get some field crops growing, what I do need to do is probably just slap down a few campfires. Just for now, just to get something going. Maybe not, I can't do that there. Whatever, just, we'll see what we can do. It was never gonna be easy. TFG, what's TFG? Oh, Terra Firma, Greg? We're never doing Terra Firma, Greg. Listen, we haven't decided the mod pack yet. Although I think I know what it's gonna be. But listen, if people really want, we could do Terra Firma, Greg, even though there's gonna be like maybe 5 or 10 people that are actually like full autismo enough to actually enjoy it. Okay? There's a very small amount of people that are gonna be that deranged to be willing to play it. Okay. Oh, we made it through winter. We actually didn't lose a single person. Although our food supply is dwindling, we survived without losing a single soul through the winter, which was honestly the real miracle. However, we don't have storage. We don't have items. We gotta keep digging out more iron. I'm basically subsisting on just selling iron to the cats. Not ideal, but it works, so work what we can get. Yeah, people wanted to see the kitchen sink packs, so that's why we're doing kitchen sink packs. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's what they want, so, you know, kitchen sink it is. Okay, can I actually grow crops in here? I can grow mushrooms in like this back corner, which is so weird. If it's warmer, we can grow mushrooms in this back corner. I guess we just keep digging that out and that should be fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen if I just keep digging deeper into the abyss, right? I'm sure this will be fine. I mean, listen, you have the chance to break the tie, and yet you all choose to create the ties. If anything, it's not my fault. I am simply a vehicle through which democracy can be held, but you all choose to embrace the path of chaos instead. Why that is, I know not. I simply provide the opportunity for democracy. You choose to squander it amongst your petty desire to be balanced. Hannah has reminded me why you named her monocyte divide by 0. 2 hits, 2 kills, both instant beheadings. Is this still... This is not combat extended, right? This is just vanilla combat? It's like such a game. It is a very cute game. Hello, Valerie. It's a very cute game. Look at our... We have 85 cute little mice individually named, doing their own thing, and going about their lives to help contribute to our great colony until the next set of cat taxes come in. Also, here you go, Valerie. You are now forcibly conscripted. Ah, has always been CE. Got it. Good choice. Well, I didn't know if it was still CE because I know you've had complaints about CE recently, so I wasn't sure if it was still, you know, combat extended. Can I extend the... Okay, hold on. Where's the tree cutter? Okay, so what I think we need to do is I'm gonna prioritize... Let's move this down here. Let's move this here. And then I want to prioritize chopping down these trees. And these trees here. Just get it out of the way. Okay. Unfortunately, some people still have very long commutes, but that's fine. You have bone spurs? What do you mean you have bone spurs? Oh, we actually have too many beds now. Interesting. I probably should have put a, Oh, there was a bonfire, but it finished up. We're almost getting to positive approval again, but... it's tough. Because we need additional people. Oh my gosh, the taxes are so high. The taxes are so high. Oh my gosh. I don't know how we're gonna pay these taxes. Every time I turn around, it's just another thing they want. The smugglers. I think I need multiple gold Builons. Probably sacrifice some planks while we're at it too. Oh, oh, gotcha. Well, listen, you're a rat. You'll be conscripted regardless. You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself or something. That's what they usually tell people. Believe in yourself and you'll survive. Maybe. I can't take any of the whiskers because I don't have any approval. So we might be entering an approval death spiral, which is a bit of an issue. Oh, there's like surprisingly nothing in here. I think what we need to do is I need to make the mine shaft a little better, like the one over here. Because I think one of the issues with this mine shaft is that it's really hard for them to get from point A to point B. Unless they use the stairs, which is also a bit of an issue. So let's try to at least make it a little easier on them. Okay, so I need to go down one more. Okay. Make sure I line this up right. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Okay, so now they can just take the stairs. And I think I want to also dig out this tile and the tile below that. Perfect. Something that's about to pop on the art channel. Okay. Sure, post it and I'll take a look. Ray keeps sending me TikToks. It's very ominous. What could this mean when she's sending me TikToks? How do I interpret this? Oh, I think we can just chop down these trees, right? Yes. Put a stairs here and that should be good enough. Okay, so that should start getting those trees. We probably need to grab a forager hut here as well. At least we have enough food. We're gonna need another smoker, I think. Yeah. Think we need to slam at least another smoker. Wait, can I stack smokers? Ooh, we could stack smokers. Oh, we can have a smoker stack. Alright, this is gonna be so dumb, but you know, it'll be fine. And then we just need to add some pathways to get up there. Yeah, just like that. So that'll get us access there. And then perfect. So now we have a smoker stack. Okay, what are you posting here? Let me take a look. What have you posted? This is Zerby's art, right? I'm trying to remember what the chains are for. I am very amused by the spray bottle that you have. Am I allowed to show this on stream? Or if not, I won't. Just gotta... We're almost there. Okay. Alright, sure. Let me pull this up on stream so I can just at least make my comments known. What if I see playing RL Craft instead of TMF? I don't want to play RL Craft. I think I looked at RL Craft once, Normar, and I was just like, this is not for me. I think at that point I might as well just play, what's it called? I might as well just play Vintage Story, I think. Also, End Day. Our approval is still in the negative because they just don't have any clothes. Ugh. We need to have a steady supply of outfits for our fine villagers. But without any clothes, namely flax, that's going to be really hard. There's no flax left on this island either. Or even logs for that matter. Holy cow, we've really ripped through all the trees here. A lot of them are hungry. We'll need more cafes. I think there's flax here. No, I think there's not. All right, let me do this real quick. Let's do the taxes. So I will offer the gold bouillons. Is it bouillon or bouillon? What is the actual correct way to pronounce this? Because I'm pretty sure I've been saying it wrong the whole time. I have to give up the cotton. Give up the logs too. Probably give up all the potash. Oh my gosh, the copper ore? And a berry. Some fish. Okay. So this is what Garm sent. Derby's art is really cute. Oh, this is a nice combat made design. I like the little flowy cape part of the skirt. I think the chains are, I know it's lore relevant for you, that if I recall correctly, so that's fine. I'm really amused by the fact that you have a tactical spray bottle here. The tactical spray bottle is so good. I don't know why. That's what's in there. That's the real question we should be asking. What is in the tactical spray bottle? Oh, gotcha. It's falconry gear. Okay. You got your radio connected to your headset, which is fine, and you got your rig. WD-40 in the spray. I don't think WD-40 is normally in a spray bottle of that design. Is all I'm gonna say. Oh, I can be. I can take off the main outfit now. Thank goodness. I'm free. I'm free from the main outfit. Oh, take the stowaway. There we go. Yeah, I like it. I think they did a really good job. Got a commission. Yes. Find an artist, Ray. You can choose the artist, and I'll just, I don't know, and then I'll pay it. If you find a skeb artist that you really like, that can do 2 people. You chose it last time? Okay, fine. You come up with the prompt then, and I'll pick an artist. Okay, so I guess I gotta put on the maid outfit and a mustache too. Fine. Wait, so I have to do everything this time now? Okay, but you're better at picking prompts than I am. Or else I'm just gonna read manga until I find a nice looking Christmas panel. Oh man, the pathways that some of these people have to walk is crazy. And you do all the work? What do you mean? Okay, I guess kind of. Look at him go. Look at him walk down there. Oh, he's doing his best. Let's see if we can see what else he's digging out then. We're not finding any more ore down here, are we? We may need to find additional areas where we can find copper ore. Let's probably grab some of that flax while we're at it too. There's a lot of flax. Let's get a gathering hut over here. Forager hut. Okay, so Infidave is bored out of his mind. Okay, I see what's going on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this into here. Okay. And then you'll just, I don't know, do your work from there as you try to dig out this area, which I'm not sure if that's feasible. Oh, you can't. That's so funny. You can't dig out there. That's so weird. Why? Can you dig here? Okay, so now you can. Okay, so you can dig there. All right, there we go. It's kind of hard for me to keep the main outfit on because I like every time I move around, like my camera starts freaking out. Okay, so I think I take this expensive one because I need the machinery and the 30 clothes because I need to find a way to get to positive approval this cycle, or else bad things will happen to us. Rebellion forever is starting to grow. That's right. Our brave mice are getting frustrated at the injustices that are being befelled upon them by the cruel cats. And so they are ready to rise up against their heathenous masters to assert their own dominion over their own lives. And we will do everything in our power to ensure that they have the right to do so. More power to the individual Whiskers. More power than ever could have been given to them by the cats. Oh my gosh, my outfit's freaking out again. One day I will convince people that I am not a cat. And everyone will believe it. And I will be free from this curse of people calling me a cat girl. One day. Oh my god, we had 13 approval now. Oh, it's getting fixed. Okay. There we go. It's now spring. We're almost free. Camp is idle because of why. Oh, there's nothing to mine. I need copper. Copper on the other side over there, but that's like a decent walk. There's really no more copper in here. What is that? Coal? There's a lot of coal down here. Let's move the this over here. Okay, and then we're just gonna go down and just start carving out more areas. There's copper down here, so I guess we'll just keep digging down here. That should be fine. It's a losing battle. It will never be a losing battle. As long as I'm willing to keep fighting, I've never lost. As long as you keep fighting, you don't lose. If you give up, then you lose. That's how it works. That's how it works. Okay, there's no student there. Oh, we don't even have any fire tenders to maintain the fire. The fire tender is actually it's like almost a full-time job. Here's what I need to do. We're gonna go to our town hall. I need to find something that's okay. So I think we need to get rid of this one and this one because I can't really afford it. Piecework trinkets is probably what we need to do as well at some point. On the other hand, there we go. Now crops are growing. We have berries. We've got cotton. So much cotton. We probably will need another farmhouse in the near future so we can keep growing everything. Trees. Remove the rocks there to improve fertility. Yes. Flax, cotton. And I know we have... I know we have over here a lot of flax because that's what makes more clothes for us. Actually, almost ready to harvest. I think 32 flax is not too bad. Okay. Surprised I've only been streaming for like an hour and a half. I thought it was going on for way longer. Also, holy cow, my leg's itchy. I feel like with winter arriving, my entire body is beginning to break down. Mostly because my leg, for some reason, just has had like a rash on it, and I think it's because winter is getting here and I don't put lotion on, and now I feel like I need to start doing that or else I am going to have a very, very not fun time. No, it's not a bad rash. It's just like it's just a cold thing. Listen, I talk about a lot about myself on this channel. It's probably not a good thing. Anyways, talking about more normal things. Good job with the commission, Garm. I hope... That's not a full model, right? It's not going to be like an animated thing. Are you getting like a PNG type, like multiple expressions on it, or is it just like a one-off piece? I think that's what I'm kind of curious about, if it's like a one-off or if it's like a multiple type thing. Okay, hopefully we get... Oh my goodness, I can't pay the toll! We still can't pay the toll. Okay, so we may need more miners in the near future because I can't. I think what I'm gonna do is... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This doesn't need to be dug out, but I need to grab this mining camp, and we're gonna drop it off back in here into the pit with you, because I need them to be harvesting down there, and we'll need to expand this out. It's an excellent idea. Yeah, see? Yeah, let me know what ends up happening, because I'm kind of curious. Still no approval. That's fine. We'll correct it. Okay. We could do long stairs. Oh, so long stairs have medium travel speed. Interesting. but at the cost of being twice as wide. So you could probably use this to go down the mine shaft. In fact, actually, what I'll do, yeah, let's go down the mine shaft with this. It's not ideal, but it probably works fine. Oh, the pirates want stuff too. Okay, well, I can just give them a couple of machinery and they'll go away, so that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Bye, pirates. Please leave me alone and never come back. Okay, and this is a woodcutter, of which we've chopped down most of the local wood. Actually, here. There's trees over here. I think they can get to it. I do like this. I don't know. Maybe you can... Actually, what does Ray think of it, too? I'm kind of curious. Alright, what are we researching next? Wind chimes. Ooh, wind chimes might not be bad. I think stone path is what we need because the story wants us to build more of these. And then I think we'll do stone path into... Oh, conveyor belts? Move resources along from belts from input hopper to the warehouses. Interesting outside input. Oh my god. Ooh. We can actually start playing Factorio. How would I even do that? Like, what would I benefit from? So, for example, I could maybe turn all the trees here and other crops, and then we can pipe it down through a conveyor belt over there. Oh, that might not be a bad idea. We'll just drag it over there, and then it drops off at a warehouse that we can then start using in the factories. We have to start consolidating where our factories are. Still can't take any of these people because I don't have any. The people don't love me enough. I can't pay those taxes. Because they only want certain things, namely cotton, which is still freshly planted. It's going to take some time to grow. If we're lucky, we might be able to start farming it. Actually, since we got time, we should also be growing a lot of cotton. We're going to need another farmhouse here. Look at this poor farmer here. Overworked, underpaid. Yeah. Especially because I need to add more. So why don't we do that? Let's add, let's see, cotton. Cotton is such a good cash crop, I have to. And then, I know there's this one up here, so I think we just get rid of one tile. It should be fine. Yeah, let's get rid of one tile. And then I can add a staircase right there. So now this area will also be cotton, and we can have more of those beautiful little white fluff orbs growing, so I can keep manufacturing everything we need. Now, hopefully we have enough clothes, but I think we still don't have enough. I think I need another weaver. I don't even know where my only... I have one weaver here. But the lack of flax basically makes it useless. Yeah, you can see they're starting to complain about the clothes again. And they're sad about having to eat raw fish, of which we are running out of. I think I might be entering a death spiral. Oh, I can take this off now. Nice. I am free. Oh, man. I won't lie. I don't know if I can survive 4 hours of streaming a day again, just because I haven't had a nap and I am like constantly running on fumes. I need to start drinking coffee. I have legitimately considered starting out by drinking a simple light roast out of like a Keurig machine and then transitioning to darker and darker roasts until I am nice and good. Also, wow, they are not happy. They're not getting food. We need more cafes. I think that's what we need. We need additional cafes, but we don't have enough people to man the cafes either. Because you see they're getting hungry because they can't find food. Even though there's a cafe here, which there should have been food, but I don't think it's being served enough. You're in a point in Vic 3 where you have infinite construction capacity and you're limited by your funding. What about your population? Do you have enough population to to build everything you want? That's the real question. Because ultimately, I always find, unless you're playing like Asia, You will run out of people before you run out of anything else. I think I'll take the expensive one. Yeah, I think we take the expensive one, so we have the clothing. Oh, that debt is so high. That debt is, like, impossible. What actually happens if you fail to pay your debt? I've been trying to dig out more iron ore, and we're not finding any. We're not finding a lot. I really hope the cotton crop is ready, but I don't think it is. We may have to do an early harvest on it. Yeah. At least we have flax now, which can actually go to the weaver and we can make clothes out of it. That's so nice. You're on multicultural with no migration controls. How has your entire society not collapsed due to people getting mad about the multicultural and non-stop rampant unchecked immigration? Doesn't that happen? Or does that not happen in that game? Oh, we don't have any copper either. Okay, so I'm trying to find more copper, and I think there's just not any. We'll dig this out, though. See if we can find anything. Oh, do they? Okay, well, I guess... Wait, I thought multicultural was supposed to be super hard to get anyways. I remember multicultural was just, like, super hard to get in Vic 3, but I guess maybe for you, you found a way to make it easy. Okay. Our food is dwindling again. Let's see what people are... It's the threadbare clothing that's annoying, and the bland food. The dirty fur... So we need more showers, I think, too. You'd think that there's enough bathing docks, but I guess not. We'll slap one down here, too. We got resources for it. It'd be nice if we could build the dining hall or the showers, but I don't think that's feasible right now. Yeah. I don't think we need two... No, we do need the woodcutters, yeah. Alright. There we go. There's the approval. We did it. We kept people finally happy. Oh, they want 3,000 coins. I don't have $3,000. How do they expect me to pay 3,000? Oh, God. Okay, I think it's just impossible. Okay, well, hold on. A smuggler came by, which is going to actually save me because I can offer them a bunch of cut stone in exchange for gold. And I will just exchange this for what I need to resolve. God, this is such a janky, roundabout way to do things, but it's the only way I can feasibly think of doing it. Alright, here's the tax collector. Hello. I don't know how to fight against them, is the problem. I don't know if you can actually fight against them right now, because it's still early access. I have to offer them all the gold. All the potash, all the iron ore, all the cotton. I don't really want to offer flax, so okay, well, we'll wait a bit. They're not leaving yet. No, Professor, I expect you to die. Well, they'll have to fight me for it. Actually, what actually happens if you don't pay it? So, I think I can get away with staying here and I'd still be in their good graces. So maybe we just do that. I think we just try to remain barely in their graces. I will sell them cotton, though. They can have their cash crop. Yeah. Again, not ideal, and they're slowly gonna get more mad at me, because how dare I not pay my tithe? New York has 355k percent unemployed. Ah. Okay, I'm just gonna... I can't hire everyone. I'm gonna hire the easier people. Okay, 3 is fine. I got an achievement for building my colony into a population of... What does it say? 89. Why is 89 considered the population? I'm also getting a little, like, thirsty too. This game is cute though. I'm really glad this game came out. I think I just didn't do this. It's just dealing with the cats is such a huge stress factor. I don't think I'm able to really handle dealing with them yet. I definitely need more farmland though, just so I can get more crops. I didn't think too much about getting more farmland, but I'm like, I probably should now. Especially for just things like berries, just get some food going. Wherever we can get food going like that. And then even here, every single tile should be used for something. Yeah, every single tile should be utilized for some kind of crop. I believe we actually are growing the mushrooms now. Ah, look at that, mushrooms. My least favorite of the things that people consume. I dislike mushrooms. But I guess mice will eat it. I don't know if we still need heat. Did I ever tell the story of how you know what? No. I won't tell that story today. One day I'll tell that story. Oh. We keep running out of... approval. Okay. And the tax collector. So it's plus 300 per day. If only I could cut stone faster. Maybe we need more stone cutters. I think that's what I need, more stone cutters. These guys are already educated, so Riston, Alana, and Encore work here as best as they can. If I can get more of them doing that. Or a rope, even. Ropes add 25%, but I don't have enough to as a catalyst. Alright. It's a James Bond reference, isn't it? I think I take the middle one. Yeah, we have too many planks, surprisingly. I don't have enough logs anymore. Okay, so I do need additional farmers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build an additional farm. We'll plant it. Ooh, right about here is probably fine. Keep the farms kind of stacked next to each other, just like that. Should be good. Okay, this miner needs to go deep underground again. Okay. So you need to dig that out. And then there's more iron ore to be had if we keep going deeper. Probably more iron ore if we keep going deeper, so just gotta keep going deeper. Oh, it's just rough. Hello, yo, how are you doing, comrade? Good evening. Or I guess for you, good morning. It's been some time. How have you been? Hopefully you've been alright. I saw some of the things that happened in the RimWorld modding scene. I hope it's not weighing too much on your mind, and you can just come here and relax and watch all of our rat mice-based colony thing. Wasn't there a camera mode for this? I cannot remember if there was a camera mode. I can't remember if there's a camera mode. I should add more plants. I want to add more green to this. I'm gonna add one. Ooh. Look at that. It's so unnecessarily green. Yeah, I saw it. Don't worry. I'm not here to judge. I'm just letting you know that I saw what happened, and I hope you're doing okay. Oh my gosh, it's so nice that we already finished spring. It's already summer. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure how I'm gonna survive this. Also, it's kind of interesting how you can't move the fire tender, but I guess you can't move most buildings. I'm not at liberty to discuss it, but stuff happened is all I'm gonna say. Oh my gosh, look at them. They're just having... I actually do need more bathhouses. Yeah, okay, so I just need to make a lot more bathhouses. Okay. Let the cute little mice have their baths. I think you actually need enough bathhouses for every single mice to go through. It's not a sus thing, don't worry. Let's see. We could afford better housing now for more of our mice. Let's end the day, please. Oh, there we go, more approval. Oh, it's so nice to have approval again. Okay, so the cotton is being harvested. Okay. We also need to remove the rocks here because it's too unfertile. And then this one, once that's built, we can allocate 2 people there. And then we'll try to wait until we get the next batch of individuals and pray it's enough. Yeah, because we don't have enough for even these smokeries. I think I need another fishery. Yeah, oh, we're out of fuel because we don't have logs. Okay. I will take you and you and you and okay, we'll take those 3. Okay, the logs are becoming a problem where we don't have enough trees to do what we need. Guess we'll assign 1, 2 here. There's at least 2 more there. Taking the contact savings, at least all. Yeah, I saw what happened. Like I said, I'm not here to judge. I saw it. I was like, that was definitely a thing that happened. Okay. What else can I do? Oh, you know what? I see. Okay, let's, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna spend some time trying to make this a little neater. In fact, what I want to do, if I can, is I'd like to start upgrading things to long stairs. I think they just look a little nicer. Yeah, that looks a lot nicer. Can add pathways here and here, and what I think we'll do is we'll get rid of... Oh, that is... I just realized how weird that looks. I do not like where that bonfire is. It's just kind of hanging precariously on top of that house. Can you imagine like a giant bonfire on top of your house? Like, that just does not seem safe. I would probably be not pleased. Okay, yeah, stonecutters take forever. Medical triage. Okay, we can crank this down to 1. Maybe we don't need... I think I have too many sawmills, actually. I have 4 sawmills. We do not need that many. Let's get rid of this one. Okay. Yeah, because we do not have enough wood. And I think it's time to deforest this entire island. And we're going to turn this island into a farmer's paradise. I think it's going to be my next goal. Let's build a path to get up here. 1, 2, 3, and then down here. Perfect. So we can chop all those trees down. We also need to get a forager's hut, which I know we had one of them over here. That's a farm. There we go, the forager hut. Let's move this here. There wouldn't be a house? Yeah, there wouldn't be a house normally, but in video game logic, there's always a house. Okay, so I'll harvest that, and then we have a logistics hub here, and what I need here is I need another warehouse. I think we just need a small warehouse. So these actually can accept conveyor belts, which is really interesting. I think we'll put it like right here for now. And we'll just dump everything we find, and hopefully we can get a farmer's hut here as well. farm. So I think what we'll do is we'll do this lower layer as berries, and then as we go up in layers, maybe we'll do like trees or other things. Or maybe we just make the entire island a giant berry island. Who knows? This entire island just grows strawberries for some reason. I'm not gonna question it. Yeah, this entire island is just berries. I love... Actually, I don't eat berries that often, but I will say I do love a good grape. And grapes are technically berries, I think. Are grapes berries? Yes, grapes are botanically considered berries. Fantastic. Oh wait, I guess a banana is technically a berry too. Huh. Why are we throwing things at me? What have I done? Every day, there's always something being thrown at me, and I've done nothing to deserve this abuse. There's not enough iron ore, I think, flying around, which is also a problem. Okay, so we can add at least more people to Smoker. Okay. There's at least a couple bits of iron ore that we can grab there, which is... Oh. Alright, I gotta offer them a little bit to get another gold bouillon. Bouillon? Okay, we could probably offer up a lot of planks, too. Alright, that's fine. A tomato's a berry? Tomato's also technically a fruit, but also it's culinarily a vegetable. So, I don't know. Take your pick, I guess. Alright, tax man. The fat cats want their money. I will offer them all the iron. And I will offer them all of that cotton. Okay, so I actually managed to complete their desire. I will try to go to this one, just so I can try to get their trust back up and also get double reward. I need the logs, but I think I'm okay giving away some of the berries and flax. Okay, perfect. Trying to maximize our rewards from them, which might be a little bit more valuable than just, you know, having the money. Okay, I will take you and you. All right, 2 more victims. I will take the stowaways and the charcoal. Okay. Pumpkins are also berries? I guess... Yeah, what is the definition of a berry? Anything like a flesh-bearing fruit with an outer shell that protects it from the elements? Bananas? Avocados, technically, I guess, yeah. I think I take this one. What else would be botanically considered a berry? Would an apple be a berry? Okay, so a berry is produced from a single flower containing 1 ovary. This includes grapes, currants, and tomatoes, as well as cucumbers, eggplants, persimmons, and bananas, but excludes certain fruits that meet the culinary definition of berries, such as strawberries and raspberries. Okay, so strawberry is not a berry, and a raspberry is not a berry, but a kiwi is a berry. Because it's got its ovary inside of it. Got it. It's basically, does this plant have an ovary? Alright. We're learning botany together. I am not a botanist, is all I'm gonna say. I am not very good with plants. Okay, so we can hunt down copper, iron. Okay, so copper, if we just keep going down. Oh. Oh yeah, just keep going down, we'll find more copper. I assume that's how we read this. Okay. It developed from their subscales, their palms, not berries. Okay, I would not know any of this, by the way. I am not someone who pays attention to the intricacies of botany like this. But I appreciate the more knowledgeable folks at least explaining it to me. My back is also killing me. We'll wait until night, the next day, but I'll probably stretch for a second. Ray has to go all the way to her house, all the way here. Ah, tragic how far it is. Maybe we can add another stack of houses on top and just really fill this in. Also, I'm gonna add one person to the earthenworks because I need to fill this in here to make it look at least a little bit better. Yeah, I want to fill this in here. And probably fill this in here like that as well. Add some stairs to make that fleshed out. Gotcha. I don't know what a quince is, but it's probably a fruit that I'm not aware of. Even in the middle of winter? I mean, how many people are in Angel's Rest? You had like, what, 21? I know you have a day shift and a night shift. It's almost like 30, I think, actually. Sounds like you need to make more friends and start donating that food to the poor, hungry, and needy. Also, your colony's been running for a very long time, so it makes a lot of sense. It's probably super efficient at this point. Here's a real question. What would the members of Angel's Rest do if they ran into a child out there in the wilderness? Would they take care of them, or would they just abandon them to die? Oh my god, there's a lot of iron here. There's actually a lot of iron if I just get my hands on it. Give them less than 3 millisecond. Really? I wish that was me. Put some people in the smoker because I want to multiply my fish. So we'll maximize our fish production here. Nah, my mod... Listen, actually, I legitimately think streaming RimWorld is actually really hard on my PC. Because if I'm not streaming RimWorld, generally the game is fine. As soon as I start streaming it, then it kind of craters when I have to have VTube Studio and OBS and the game all running at the same time. I may have a 10-core PC, but it's a little older now. And with current prices of RAM, I am not upgrading my PC for a while. Hi, Graven. How are you? Good evening. Or morning. What does not have work to do? Ah, the woodcutters have run out of work. Well, time to move them. There's like no trees to chop for these fine folks. Let's move you over here. And I think we'll try to just farm these. There's a lot of random stairs scattered around, but it's not a big deal, I think. Hopefully. Are you alive? Did we give you I think we did, right? I think no one's died recently. So if you didn't die last time, you're definitely alive somewhere, but the list is just so comically long, and there's no way to sort by name either, which is a little unfortunate. Because Riston Garm is alive. Ah, here we are. Yes, you are very much alive. Somewhere here. There you are. And you are returning to your work at the fishing dock because you are a fisher. You like to fish things. Very simple life you have. It may not be the most glamorous of lives, but it sure is a noble one. Our entire group basically subsists on smoked fish right now. Oh shoot, what happened? I forgot about this. I'll take the cheap one. With the tax collector coming in soon, we need to figure out how to make sure we have enough food and clothes to survive through the winter. Summer is right now, but summer won't last forever. Summer never does. Oh, we need to start filling in these like pits too. We need to start also getting into water. There's just so much in this game to like keep track of. It's very impressive. Okay. Also, I don't know why my miners don't want to go down there anymore. I wonder if there's like a limit on how far they're willing to go. But supposedly there is copper down there. Beautiful. Okay, I will be right back. I will let the game run at 1x speed, but you can kind of just gawk at them as they go about their day. So let's go. There's no camera mode, is there? You can go gawk at them like this. I'll be right back. Why is there ominous music? What had happened? Oh, the tax collectors arrived. Can I actually rebel against these people yet? Or is that like is that not an early access? I assume it's not an early access, the rebellion mechanic, so I have to, unfortunately, sacrifice my soul to these fat cats and their inability to actually do work. Fine, they can have some logs. Alright, that's fine. I need to look this up. I am actually curious if I can rebel against them, but it sounds like it's not a function yet, which is a little bit of a shame. Guides, here we go. I'm just gonna take a quick look at the guides. Yeah. Also, this is really funny, but I was reading the official tips and tricks for this game, and they basically say, hey, get 1 whisker per season. And I'm like, that doesn't seem like a lot. Because I basically went for like, I think almost 10 whiskers a season, and I think I basically went 10x on what they expected me to do. So that might be why we're a little struggling with maintaining our population and maintaining our tax, because a lot of that tax is based off of how much people you maintain. So, you know, fun times. I will grab more people though. 1, 2, 3. It's better to have more people than not enough people at all. That's what I believe. And we need more houses. I guess we should try building better housing blocks now. I guess the era of the commie block is over. So what we'll do is probably just add 2 more houses here and it should be fine. Well, let's see. What if we do it like this? What if we take some of this lower area here and make a small little neighborhood? We have enough planks. We might as well start abusing our plank capacity. Can I put it on top? Oh, we could put the nice houses on top of the ugly houses to show just how much richer these people are. Ooh, this seems like such a stupid idea. I want to do it. Okay, wait. Can I... It's just flexing on them. It's just flexing on the poor. Maybe that's a little excessive. Maybe we don't do that. I want to start using the nice houses, that's why. But I also don't want to break any designs that I have here. So maybe... Let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll try to put some plank abodes, which are about the same size as the... Oh, are they not? Oh, they are. Okay, so I can put these on top. So we'll put the nicer houses on top like this. And I will need to find a way to actually connect to these. Well, unfortunately, the cats are like really big, and I don't think I actually get my hands on dealing with the cats in this run. Doesn't seem like I'm allowed to fight them off quite yet. As amusing as it would be. Okay, so what if how do I actually hook these up? So maybe if I go 1, 2, 3. Ooh, but I need to find a way to bridge it across. But I think I can if I get rid of this and I use... Okay, so fun fact, did you know the bridge is like a fixed size and you can't actually shrink the stupid thing? There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. More bridges. This is a very messy area. Thing is, I'm not allowed to... Like, it wouldn't let me build a bridge. I think the bridge is like a fixed size. I'm not a feline. What are you getting this false information from? One day, people will understand that I'm not a cat, and I'm a very much a normal human being with human feelings. Yeah, this thing has like a very fixed size, which is so weird to me. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So actually, oh, you know what I need to do? Okay, here. I need to put a path like right on top of this thing. Okay. And we gotta pay this fee. So I will give them good enough. Goodbye, pirates. Here's your machines, I guess. Oh, I can build wall. Oh, interesting. I can build stone walls. I didn't realize this. What is the purpose of building this stone wall? Can this protect me from the pirates? Okay, so I do want more machinery, don't I? I think I take the tea and the clothes. It'll make my taxes really high, but I think I can afford it, maybe, barely, possibly, or we're gonna die. Let's see if we can find more ore down here. We're doing what we can, but there's just not enough ore. Tea. Yes, you can in fact get tea. We could commit crimes against tea if we were desperate, but unfortunately we're not desperate enough to be destroying valuable tea. I believe we can actually grow tea later. Let's see. Possibly. I'm trying to find that out. Yeah, you can roast tea leaves into tea. Cultivate it. Homegrown tea facility identifies what demands fertilizer growth. So we need fertilizer, which means we need to build a sifting tower, which means we need to get access to water pipes. So we need to get water pumping. Once we finish researching stone paths, we can't finish that because we don't have enough copper. So we need to find more copper. It's a never-ending cycle of always needing something left, right, and center. It never ends. There's always something that we need. Yeah, we don't have any copper in there either. We gotta keep hunting down more copper ore. There's just no copper ore. Keep trying to find more, but I think I've dug out like most of it, which is the real tragic part. We could just keep going deeper though. Or we hire more miners. That's usually the solution to most things. And let's add some more paths real quick. I want to get stone paths, because stone paths I think will improve our walk speed by so much. Let's go there, and then we'll go here as well. Beautiful. So, by the way, I am hoping that next week we'll start Minecraft, but I cannot make any promises. If it's not next week, it'll probably literally be the week of Thanksgiving. Which, I'm just gonna say this now. Please note, I am not streaming on Thanksgiving proper, which is a Thursday in about 2 weeks from now. I've never streamed on Thanksgiving, and I don't plan to start streaming on most holidays because I spend that time doing other things. So, just be aware, you know? Just be aware. Also, we're gonna change the educator. I need someone who can teach craftsmanship. At least high-end craftsmanship. We can get apprentices. So at least we can teach that, and we can just grab whoever is in here needs work. Gosh, the amount of walking they have to do. They're hauling it. There's gotta be a better way to move people around. I need my trains. I want to use trains so bad, but they're so high up in the tech tree. Look, I can build passenger rail in a game about mice. Why is that a thing I'm allowed to do? Oh, I need bronze? Wait, what do I need for bronze? Copper and tin make bronze. Yeah, I think realistically what I have to do is I'd have to resort my island. Oh yeah, no, this game has a lot of stuff. You think I'm joking? No, this thing has elevator mechanics, conveyor belts, water piping, trains. I don't know, you have to figure that out. I'm sure there's a way to figure it out, but I have not. Considering how many islands there are, you could probably do like a great big circular path, like a great circuitous route. Because right now a lot of our people have to move very long distances to get from their place of work to where they live. Oh, beautiful, look at that. Alright, the tax collector returns soon, and he demands more sacrifices. Oh no, this is a straight up industrialization, the video game. This is you are very much industrializing. I like to think of it as you start off as pre-colonial United States, like pre-colonial New English colonies. And then it slowly turns into the industrialization of the colonies, and it's pretty interesting. I don't want to convert more stone into Builons, but I think I have to do at least like once or twice, and then some wood planks, just so we have a little bit to trade away. It's a very cute autism-coded game, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah. I think it's kind of funny that that's the term people use now, like, oh, this game is autism-coded. I'm not sure, is that rude to say? But some of these games definitely feel like that, and I mean, I'm a sucker for these types of games, so I mean, there's a reason I'm playing it right now. I can put on that. Oh, look at that little. I can give that little house a hat. Where do those houses that I was building go? Is it here? Oh my gosh, yeah, it's over here. I need to decorate this. It looks a little ugly. It needs some railing like this to at least give it an air of legitimacy. Like that. Also, I think I was trying to make the bridge look not ugly. Oh, wait. You, Rebellious and Craftsmaster is fine. I can lay it down in my head too. Okay, let's grab. Ooh, we could even add, instead of what if I did a cobble fence? Ooh. Maybe when we get stone, we can have privacy fences too, which is kind of interesting. Like if you really didn't want to see your neighbor, you could just put one of these down and be like, I don't want to see any of my neighbors. Like for example, this person here, watch. They don't want to see their neighbors as they're walking to work. They want to keep it a little private there. Oh, I'm short of houses again. And I know I need more cafes too. The cafes are perpetually full because that's where they eat. So probably need to build more. You don't trust building on stilts? Oh, then this is not the game for you because everything is on stilts. Have you seen some of these designs? Oh, you know what? Here, I haven't... You know what this needs? This actually here. Oh, wait, we got... Oh, okay. Main problem is that stone requires... Okay, so I think we're gonna get... We can get stone houses, but I think I actually want water pumping. I think we need the water pump. I'm wondering if you have to go like really deep to find ores, because I still cannot find more iron. Maybe if we just keep going deeper and deeper. Yeah. Alright, let's keep going deeper and deeper. Especially if we're like already in this general vicinity, we can at least make the shaft a little thicker. Cliffside support nothing but stilts. That sounds really sick though. I would love to visit a place like that. Obviously the biggest issue is if you live near the ocean and there's a very real chance that you're gonna, you know, get washed away into the sea and then, you know, I've seen videos of houses like that. People who build their houses basically on the beach on stilts, and then their house falls over because of a storm. And I'm like, as cool as it is to have a house on a beach on a stilts, I feel like it's a very risky thing to do and incredibly stupid. But it's like, people want to do it because they're like, oh, my insurance will cover. Like, buddy, your insurance ain't covering anything. You are screwed, brother. Oh, it happens far too often. It's a curse. I think some people find it like insulting to say, similar to like how like some people consider like a slur for some reason. So that's why I was like, is it okay for me to say this? It's like usually something like I think about. Although I'm pretty sure most people just generally don't even care anyways. Yeah, euphemism treadmill is a good way of describing it. Okay, I'm gonna start adding these policies back in. Extra log per cutting action. And whiskers carry twice as many resources. And then I'm just gonna unlock all of these real fast. And then I will need an additional civic office, which we're gonna turn this area into basically an absolute disaster area of just having a bajillion. It's a town hall. Yeah, so that's really like the main reason. I think Alana explained a lot better than I did. It's basically, I personally don't care if people use it. Like, I say it all the time about like having the tism, risen with the tism, whatever. But I can also understand some people may not find that comfortable, so I at least try to accommodate for most people. Like, what I think is the most general, try not to get canceled by someone on the internet type vibe. At the same time, most of the time I don't care either, but, you know, for the sake of, as a content creator, I have to tread that fine line of at least having a semblance of normalcy. It feels like this is Wayne's I mean, that's true too. Like I said, it's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like riding that fine line balance. Like, in my... when I stream, I'm not gonna lie, I have a very sterilized speech. Sometimes my less sterilized speech leaks out, but oftentimes I'm able to keep it within. But in other situations, boy, my sailor mouth goes off. But he will not hear that on this channel. That is only for private discussions. And I think a lot of people are like that too, where they have to maintain a certain persona or a certain like level of decorum for professional reasons. And I think it's fine. It makes sense. How many? Okay, I have 56 of those, so I don't think I want the most bare bones one. Yeah, let's take this. Perfect. Okay, so now that we've got this figured out, we can add a little bit more decorations. Oh, you know what? I think this one needs more flower beds. Yeah, and the tree behind here. Oh, beautiful. Actually, it looks quite nice. Look at that. Okay. If only we'd have more warehouses, but unfortunately, there's not really much. There's just so much garbage hanging around. Oh, I forgot to build houses. I was so distracted building everything else that I completely forgot the important part of building places for people to live in. We may need to build a place for people to live in. Don't know how I missed that. You can make tofu? Oh, you're playing, that's right, VGP. I mean, tofu's technically from beans. It's not incorrect. It's just mildly incorrect. Okay, so I think we're gonna add some houses here. We can have some beachfront properties. Oh, we can have, yeah, we can have beachfront houses here. Maybe we don't do that. I figure out how I can cram houses in this general vicinity without, like, making it look too weird. I think we'll do it over here. Yeah, probably just add, like, 1, 2, and then... should be fine doing it like that. That'll add 4 houses. Oh, but it's green beans. Well, you know what? It's the Rim World. Maybe they've learned how to make tofu out of green beans. Anything's possible if you're willing to believe hard enough. That's what I think. Just believe, and it'll work out somehow. That's fine. Oh, there's no more wood for them to chop down. Ooh, let's move you over here. More wood to chop here. Okay, next is the woodcutter here, because there's no more wood to chop down, so I need to move them where the trees are as well. There's no more trees to chop. Unless they go to the other island, in which case there's a lot of trees that need chopping. Perfect. Okay. I have 9 logistics I might need more logistics workers, actually. Oh, right, so we built a farm, so we need to actually make a new field here. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna grow berries. We need a lot of berries, especially because it's fall and I would like to have some fresh berries for our dear citizens to eat. We'll do that. And then I think we'll also just add a berry field over here as well, just to have that. that's fine. VGP, garden drinks, it's about 10. Actually, that's a lot of modules. I do like VGP. I think VGP is nice. You remember when you finally thought you might have Asperger's syndrome some for autism after looking up signs, you see why? Have I ever told the story of when I was in kindergarten? Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you all a little story, some deep lore, which I probably explained at some point before. When I was in kindergarten, I was not a talkative child. I was very, very quiet. In fact, I was so quiet in my classes that the teachers legitimately thought that I was they thought I was retarded, is the best way to describe it. So they convinced Mama Oak to put me into a special education class because they thought I was stupid. In the very first day of that class, they realized that they were very, very wrong. Because not only was I able to read and write and do math, but I was doing it about 2 grade levels above. And they found out that I was perfectly normal. It's just, I just didn't talk. That was literally the only problem. And so they had to pull me out immediately from there, and then they had to apologize to Mama Oak about putting me in that class. I always think that's such a funny story every time it comes to mind, because it's like they legitimately thought I was in. I've told this story before, but they literally they thought I was just like an idiot because I just didn't talk. It may be a surprise, but when I was a little kid, I hated public speaking. I hated talking. I talk a lot as a streamer, but when I was younger, and I think even in middle school and high school and through early college, I just didn't like talking to other people, and public speaking was a nightmare. But unironically, I think playing large amounts of Dungeons and Dragons have turned me into someone who's at least capable of speaking like a normal person in public situations, and I think that's a good thing. But some of it may not be. I am not finding any copper anymore. I need to find copper. So here we are instead. Now I've turned to become a VTuber, and I stream and talk and yap, and whether or not that's a good or bad thing, it's entirely subjective. I think what we're gonna do is I need to get over there. We're gonna dig down into this area. I think there's a lot of copper here. All right, go my glorious miners, dig underwater and hope that you find what I need. Yes. We need to get some elevators because they take forever to climb up and down. Okay. ESL for not talking? Yeah, exactly. So Ray understands the struggle of them thinking that you're not smart or that you're an idiot because you just never bother saying words. Hey, I hit 100? I think I hit over 100 citizens. Yeah, we're 109. Good night, Steve. Thanks for swinging by. See, in your case, you had trouble picking up social cues still on occasion. You never understand sarcasm. For example, straight up look never seriously could tell something. You know, I don't think that's anything super. Don't feel bad about that. I think there's a lot of people who are in a similar situation where they don't understand social cues. I understand that completely. Me too. I'm one of those people, I think. You know, I'm gonna get another farmer. We're gonna get another farm building here because there's a lot of things that we gotta farm up. Actually, you know what? We should prepare our... we need to prepare for the winter. I just realized winter is approaching quickly, so we should really start setting up all of the heating shenanigans that we're gonna need, like fire tenders and similar roles. Okay, so let's get some of that going here. So we're gonna need bonfires like this, like a bonfire here to keep everyone warm. Or either that or you're German. Is that how that works? Is that how it works being German? I didn't know that. I know Germans are very serious folk. We have a couple German people coming in every now and again. I know Umi's a German. I know Umi doesn't say too much nowadays, but I know Umi hangs around occasionally. And then who else we got? I know we have a lot of we have people from like all over the world, just like random countries. It's kind of beautiful to behold. I think we'll probably go until winter time. Oh, I can put two. I can put more here. Yeah, Whiskers use spare time to make spare trinkets that we can sell for money. That's probably what we have to do. Is there a new pinup trend? Drawing a girl face on with a pantyhose snagged on? Yes, that is. Oh, have you not seen that trend? Yeah, that's the hot new trend. And I think it was because a male VTuber took an IRL photo of them in like that that pantyhose with that texture on it, and then everyone started drawing it, but like their own characters, and that's the trend. Yep. I'm surprised you're only seeing it now, because I've been seeing it for the past couple days on my social media feed, but I guess you're also not on Twitter, where all the weird degeneracy starts happening. Yeah, Twitter's a scary place, is all I'm gonna say. Very, very spooky place. Where else do I need? The thing is, my these things aren't on, so I don't know where they are at. We're getting more of this, which is good. Am I running out of food? No, we're somehow surviving with enough food because I'm just able to fish all the food out. We probably need one more fishery. I think we need another. I need to build more houses. I'm short like 3 houses. I don't really want to build on top of this, but I probably should just build another to add to the ridiculous stockpile of apartment buildings that I have just developed here. This is so bad. But at the same time, I kind of like it. That's fine. Alright, so we can add 1, 2, 3. And I need to find a way to hook into this. Which means I think the way we do this is... I think I get rid of this tree. Which means I can then put a staircase from here. And then I can loop it around. Like this. And it's already going to be heated by those two. So yeah, this is basically like real dark apartments. Actually, with this, I can add another one on top of here too. Nice. I can even add another one. Oh, perfect. Yes, keep slapping more of these on here. Perfect German humor and memes channel. Let me see. I am now curious what kind of humor you're posting in the channel. By the way, I need to ask, do I sound more dead over the past couple weeks than I do normally? I know when I first started streaming, I was like super energetic. Now I feel like over the past couple weeks, I've just been dying. Hopefully I still sound at least fun to listen to, but I feel my energy sapping away bit by bit. For all the Germans, Moinween Halloween Servusween. I don't know what this means. There's a joke here that I'm not understanding. Being on social media is required to be an artist, and you're not happy not being an artist. But DeviantArt is technically an art platform. Reddit is an art... Actually, Reddit's just a weird place to be. Reddit is a unique place to be. I don't care. I won't pretend like I know what's going on that platform most of the time. I'm gonna add more lights here too. Ooh, I kind of like the lantern over the torch. Yeah, let's do there. I just cannot get enough copper. I thought I was able to get more copper, but it's starting to look like I can't. 2. And then we'll add at least 1 fire tender here. Oh, you know what the problem is? I think I see the problem. Yeah, they have to go all the way down. I have built a really weird mine shaft. I think I actually have to expand this out. Like hardcore. And then add like a spiral staircase down so they don't have to take the ladder that they're doing. Or build an elevator when we get elevators. We have to actually build it out like they would in the olden days. Because we don't get elevators for a while, I think. Oh no, it's there. So we need flax spinners to get elevators. So maybe we just flax spinner first. Okay. I also dislike new Reddit. I refuse to use it. I always default to old Reddit because I find it way more visually appealing and also just easier to use. Maybe I do need to add... Oh, supply ship. It's fine. Maybe I do need more cafes. Surprisingly, I can't get enough for people to get to the cafes, despite being centrally located. So I guess you just have to scatter them around, and hopefully your mice will go to where they need to go. Yeah, that's sort of what it looks like is happening here. This really is just the slums. Look at it. It's not good housing. 0 stars in housing quality, but I don't have anywhere else for them to live. I guess I can start building the nicer ones on this side. Thank you for the experience better on the app. They can, yeah, oh yeah, I know that issue. You know what? I have on my phone, I have a global ad blocking, what do you call it? Not a VPN, but a DNS server, because I'm like, I'm not dealing with ads. So I have like the ad card DNS server for my phone, so I can just ignore every single ad, and especially like those stupid mobile ads. I'm so sick and tired of browsing any website and being bombarded. Like, if your website requires me to either close like 15 pop-ups, or the actual content of what I'm trying to read is like half of the screen instead of all of it, then I just hate it. No, they don't want you to use their services, because that means they have to serve you actual content. They're just trying to get you to look at their ads and not actually make you actually don't get to do anything else but look at ads. If companies had their way, they would just be making you watch ads 24/7. That's the truth. It's a curse, but it's true. They want you to just be watching ads only. I remember back when uBlock Origin was still a thing. Now you have like uBlock Origin Lite, which is not nearly as good. I'm still on Chrome, not gonna lie. I feel like I cannot escape Chrome. I should probably get off of it, but it's just kind of what I've been using for an eternity. I need to solve that. Probably that's good enough. I do use Firefox for streaming purposes. I've considered switching to something like, I don't know, Opera or Brave or any of those other Chromium-based browsers that everyone and their mother's like really into nowadays. Oh, we gotta move this forward shut over here. Let's move this here, should be fine. I think I take the fuel. Use block origin on Firefox. Yeah, I use Chrome for work also, because I think Chrome just works really good for workplace, but you know, I think I need another stone cutter. We have 10, so I think building a stone cutter is fine. Oh man, this thing is gigantic. Let's see, where can I even fit this? Oh, I can fit this here. Yeah, it's fine. I'm using Opera GX. How is Opera GX? I've seen people talk about it, and it seems like it might be fine to use. Oh, I can build an elevator. Oh, we can build elevators now. Okay, we also need to use the flax thingy. We are gonna need way more flax. Especially if we're going to turn that into ropes, which we're going to need for lots of other projects. Here's our very messy industrial era factory stack. It's a bit of a disaster, but you know what? That's fine. It's part of the charm. It's like playing Tetris. Yeah, it's like playing the world's worst game of Tetris. Go on Chrome, you don't browse for it. Fair enough. I don't know. I'm so used to Chrome. I almost don't want to leave it, but I know I should because it's bad. I think here's the thing. The one thing I wish Firefox had, like, that I really like on Chrome is if I drag a tab, it has like the window automatically, and I can kind of like preview it as I'm dragging it around. It's such a nice function. Mexico just declared war on us for Texas. When you have like 25% energy. Oh, you're talking about Victoria 3. I don't know why, but when I read that, I'm like, Mexico just declared war on us? For Texas? I'm like, that seems like a really questionable idea, but alright, Mexico. Listen. We're not gonna talk about like real world things that much, but like in today's wild and wacky world, I thought that was like real life for a second. I'm like, I guess like I legitimately thought like that could legitimately be a real headline. You think the biggest you had issues with it? Okay, so maybe I'll look at Opera. You think this is a problem with echo chamber, get a different input, whatever. It's art, hobbies, kind of nice. I think Twitter also, the thing is, Twitter also ends up being a bit of a echo chamber because the algorithm tailors what you see to what they think they want you to see, and that's kind of like the issue. Oh, we got more whiskers. I think we get one more whisker and that's about it, because we do need to keep maintaining our population. A lot of them are getting a little mad. You can see some of them are getting a little furious. You know what? I'm gonna grab this copper here. I need that copper. I'm gonna move this one over here temporarily. They're gonna have a bit of a walk to get to where they need to go, but you know what? That's fine. I need this copper more than anything. In fact, I'm gonna strip down a 3x3 area. Playing EU5 and colonizing the Mexico. Why is everyone just dealing with Mexico in whatever game they're playing? Should I boot up Hoi 4 and play Mexico now and pretend like I'm a good little Mexican soldier fighting for insert name of faction? Is that what I need to do now? Yeah, we still don't have enough. There's just straight up no copper ore to do copper things. Okay, time to start stripping the upper trees. Right, we're gonna add another staircase like this. Oh, beautiful. I cannot wait until I turn this entire thing into just berries. It's gonna be glorious. That said, affliction really helps someone most grow the same old remote stuff has him, so I just grow better increase exercise and algorithm nowadays. Hey, you know, listen. You're using it as a learning opportunity, and I think that's a good thing. People make mistakes. That's always my opinion. And learning from your mistakes is going to be a lot better than just wallowing in sadness of having made a mistake. Time to start stripping? I'm not going to strip. Did Mexico actually fight in World War II? I mean, they weren't a major player, but they were participants, yes. On the side of the Allies. Like, they did technically, like, they declared war on the Axis powers as well. And obviously, they just kind of joined in with the US and a lot of their conflicts as part of the Allies. So... But if I recall correctly, they didn't really send that many soldiers to the conflict. But since they were in the US, or in the North America, they were basically free from all the, you know, bombings and whatnot, so they were able to kind of accelerate themselves economically. Yeah, a lot of them declared at the end because they just wanted to get some of their spoils and be on the victor's side. If they had been part of the... Oh, we gotta do this dock supply ship. I think I actually want the one with the... This one. It's got some tea, but I mostly care about having the machinery. Oh yeah, the telegram that could have gotten Mexico to declare on the US, that would have been really spicy. But then at that point, I think Mexico would have just turned into like the 51st through the I don't know, through the 60th states, depending on how they want to divide Mexico up. Who knows? We could have lived in an alternative timeline where maybe Canada's also folded into the United States and it's just the greater North American states, which would have been really spooky. I have not figured out how to keep all the heat set up correctly, but as it is getting colder, I guess we're gonna start seeing our bonfires ignited. Yeah, you see the bonfires are starting to get ignited bit by bit. We should probably start replacing a lot of these garbage houses. These are so bad. But I'd have to redesign this entire area if I did this, and I don't really want to do that. Oh no, trust me, I'm well aware of the Canadian war crimes. Every time I talk to Ray about like Canada and World War II, she's always like, but did you know Canada? Did you know war crimes? Did you know Geneva Conventions were invented because of the Canadians? And I'm just like, I'm not sure if this is a bragging contest or not. Oh, how many people live in Alaska? Not a lot. Alaska is primarily just tundra and forest. A lot of Alaska, like a lot of the population of Alaska basically live in that one lower part that's near Canada because it's just cold and there's nothing up there. The only thing that's really in Canada is oil. I think Alaska's got a population of like, what, less than 1 million? It's a really small population. Yeah, people don't want to live in civilization. That's also true. And also the natives, native tribes people who, you know, like the Inuit and individuals such as them. Like, I think Alaska's got like one of the highest population of Native Americans in the United States. Yeah, it's 740K. Yeah, and I think most of that is basically centered on, what's the capital, Juneau? And Anchorage? Yeah, I think most of it's like centered on Juneau and Anchorage, or like primarily. France is not invading the Papal States, but you know, I should do another victory run as the Papal States. I know this is like overplayed, but I love any game where I'm allowed to play as the Papal States. Like, let me be the Pope and let me assert the authority, assert the authority of the Church across the world. I'm such a goober. It happens every time I play a game like Hoi 4 or Vic 3. If CK3 would let me play the Pope, I would play the Pope every single time. It's just funny to me. It's like, let me do my interpretation of the papacy. I will show them what it means. Oh geez, we have no storage space. No wonder we can't mine anything, because we need more storage. Alright. The problem is a lot of my storage is like unsorted, so I'm just kind of dumping storage wherever I can find spots for it. Oh, I can stack storage. I think I can stack storage once we get elevators, but since I don't have elevators right now, that's not relevant. Get the storage yards set up here. Okay, so now that it is winter, we do need to start figuring out temperature. I don't want our dear civilized rodents to freeze to death, so I will start doing things like putting down these things, bonfires, and hope that we can at least keep everyone toasty. It's not freezing yet, but the cold is coming, and the cold hungers. Yeah, that's my plan. I'm putting it to the shore. I'm putting it next to the port because I like the aesthetic of it. We also need to add more aesthetics. Like, this area is nice and pretty, I think. Let's add more. I'm glad that adding aesthetics isn't super backbreaking, and I can just kind of go like, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Look at that. It's so nice. It's so pretty. Let's see. We can also add some here, too. Like that. And then I can even go in and add... once I get the stone ones, I think it'll be a lot better. Like, some of the stone decorations. But in the meanwhile, if I don't want to look at this, I can just cover it with plants. I really like that. Is this on fire? I think it's just an aesthetic. Okay, I think it's just from the firelight. That's so weird. That's a very interesting visual effect. I think, oh, it's because of the rain reflection. I think that's what's happening. It's the rain reflect. That's so weird. That's so strange. Because I don't know, I feel like it's non-preparation for Japanese invasion and being vacated because Japan did invade the last factory reinforced. Yeah, that sounds about right. Some people will say he had foresight, some people will say he was an idiot, but that's just kind of how it is. Ooh, we can add bench. Ooh. Maybe I don't like those benches, actually. We can leave it. And then I think... stone railing. I'm trying to think how I want to make this. Thank you, good boy 504 by for the follow. I don't think about some of the things change anything. You've seen moose recently. They've just moose are absolutely gigantic. They are gonna gore you if you're not careful. You best be wary of the moose. Ow. The moose is hungry, and it will kill you if you're not careful. I think I want to add a lantern here. I think I'm just in the... I don't want to think about developing the city right now. I just want to build. I just want to make things look pretty.
Our records indicate you've received more whiskers than your colony has productive jobs. Remember, idle hands lead to dangerous thinking.
All right, we gotta find jobs for these people. All right. Let's keep digging for more. Oops. Gotta keep digging for more minerals too. All right. I don't want to offer any of this. I want to keep all my stuff, so I'm gonna ignore that. Okay, so I think we just keep digging out the potash here. Not ideal. In fact, I'd like to find copper or iron, but we're just not gonna find anything here. Maybe if we keep digging down here. Okay, never mind. We found the iron. Okay. Let's dig this out. Let's dig this out too. Just dig it all out. We need to grab another miner. We will. I think we'll have to. Yeah, we need more miners. Get another mining camp. Get the miners over here. Make them grind out for days as they slap down rocks for parts. That's fine. Truly is a good experience. Remember, if he's a few moose green text, they're cryptid. Is it really? Are they really a cryptid thing? I know they're just huge and they're giant, and they make for some pretty good meat if you're willing to kill them. Okay, sell our cotton and the coal. The potash is probably fine. We made a lot of trinkets, so we'll just sell the trinkets off. And then probably a good chunk of the logs. I want to start holding on to the iron ore. Trees are replenishable, ore is not. So that's why I'm trying to be a little careful of what I start to destroy. I think we don't take any of these. It's fine. I think I take floating planks. You like how your economy is only dependent on oil in 1900s and you can never have enough? I mean, yeah, you're just basically playing the real-life American experience. Better go get that oil, bucko. You need it to survive in the future. My warehouses are getting so full so fast. Anyways, let's figure out where we need temperature. I think right now almost everything is generally warm. Probably you need to add something here to keep this farm area at least not breaking down. Maybe I can put it on top. Oh, actually no, we can put it like right here. I think that'll be fine. We don't have enough farmers, I think is the other problem. There's just so much wood hanging around. think we need another supply hub here. I think that's the issue that I'm running into. There's not enough storage yards for everything, so I need to build more warehouses. That's right, warehouses for days. Also, we need 21 stone paths, so I'm gonna start upgrading the pathways near the port, this dock area. The stone, we're gonna upgrade it. It's time for an upgrade, people. Also, because I think the quest says I need, what, 21 of these built? Yeah, I think it also changes the... I think it also changes it here, too. Yeah, it kind of adds a nice look to this front area, gives it a much more... I don't know, refined feel? No, I don't want to send my planks to the tax collectors. Oh, he gave me more stuff, nice. I can't research anything because I don't have any copper. I guess we'll just do netters for now. Oh, I never built this, why? Oh, I didn't realize the flax spinner... Wait, really, is that high? That can't be right. There we go. Okay, no, apparently I am wrong. Wait, really? That's such a weird design. Wait, okay, so the entrance to this is on the second floor. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm doing here? Like, it's on the second floor. That's so strange. I'm gonna put it here. Because I think we'll just do like a reverse, and then we can probably slot something else on here, and it'll be fine. I was like, trying to figure out why we haven't been making any nets. Because ideally, we could have turned a lot of our flax into nets, but I guess we're not allowed to do that. Also, where's my... Okay, I'm gonna stop this one. Oh my gosh, all the talk of Vic 3 has summoned Livingston from the dead. Hi, Livingston, and yes, Norma, we're still streaming. Probably not. The next like, I'm planning on streaming Hoi 4 essentially for a while once the new DLC drops, but Vic 3 probably not. I am just really bad at Vic 3 and I haven't touched it in a while. I played a lot of CK and Hoi and City Skylines, but not Vic. Maybe at some point Vic 3, but not anytime, not immediately. Just one Vic 3 run. Maybe if I don't have to play with that one mod you recommended, that weird laws mod, because that thing just made the game a lot weirder. Maybe. But right now I have no immediate intention of playing Vicky. You know what, I appreciate the dedication to the bit, if it's a bit or not. Whether it's a bit or not, I don't know, but it's impressive. Let's get that iron ore. Oh, did it lose the funny? What do you mean it lost the funny? Is it boring now? Oh, the pirates are here. Hi, pirates. Just grab some of the machines. I like the idea of them just offering them the pirates like some... Like, here's my bread making machine, and then they're like, you know what, good enough, and then they leave us alone. It's beautiful, really. Please, I need someone to like go here and drop fuel off there. Okay, so we're actually keeping most of it warm, which means our crops can actually still grow. I can add more houses here for sure. Yeah, some of these guys are walking really long distances, which is so tragic. Ah, maybe they didn't want to put that into their game because it's a little questionable. Which I would totally understand why they don't want that type of content in their game. Most people generally don't want... Yeah. Listen. It's less negotiating with terrorists and more ensuring our constant survival by minimizing damage and risk to our well-being. That's what I like to call it. It's absolutely not copium for me to say that, right? I think I'm gonna add any more floors to this. Oh, you know, I can add more floors to this. I have enough planks. I could just... God, the problem is the back looks so ugly. It's just a flat facade. It needs something. Maybe I add the houses here. I could add the houses here, but then I have to figure out how I'm gonna like actually move people there. Maybe. I'm not gonna say yes or no immediately to a Vicky 3 vote, mostly because again, I'm not too into Vicky 3 right now. I like playing other things. Ooh, I want to do this. I'll add the hang gardens. Yeah. Add some greenery to this. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I can zoom in pretty far, actually. Wasn't there like a camera mode? Hold on. There's not. F5 is a quick save. Okay. Okay. Overall, though, I think I've done a pretty good job. I like the little... This game is just really aesthetic. Like, even in this winter look, like, look at this. Whoopsies. Oh, I got the netter. Okay. Look at how pretty everything is. Even during winter, it's so nice to just kind of gawk at. Oh, yeah, you see, the cafe is too full. So they're trying to go to another place to eat food, so they go to the other cafe on the other island. Okay. I think what I need to do is I need to build more cafes. I think we have enough houses that I can probably get rid of these. Okay, so what I would do is I'd probably just build another cafe on top of the cafe. And it probably wouldn't cause any issues. Yeah. Okay, unfortunately, the statistics tab doesn't really work there. That's unfortunate. Maybe, like I said, I'll think about it, but I'm not gonna guarantee anything about Vic 3 just because I know Vic 3 is a rough game to, I think, for a lot of viewers to watch. I can make fishing nets with this. Okay, so we do need the other cafe. But I need to get rid of this and this. Okay, so now there's the cafe. Now I need to find a way to connect to that cafe in a way that it makes sense. So I think we add another staircase from here to here. This entire area is a disaster. I think if I add a staircase here, then we can add a pathway here. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Just more stairs. You know what this is reminding me of? I watch a lot of videos of like infrastructure projects, especially in Asia. And sometimes you just see like all the crazy things you see in like Southeast Asia, like how things are just cobbled together. And that's what it's starting to remind me of. This is the Southeast Asian housing experience. That's what we're gonna call it now. I might need more of these. Hey, Better Politics. I tried Better Politics. I think Ranu recommended it at some point. I did not like Better Politics. I was like, this makes politics way more complicated than it needs to be, and I didn't want to deal with that. It's fun for some people, but it was not for me. I mean, we could... Well, we already have Kowloon. Kowloon is kind of like this area already because it's all just stone shelters, and I could add way more. Alright, we can add 2 more workers here. And then we can add a student here. Perfect. Okay, task complete.
We claws are a humble race. We rarely...
Alright, I think we've done a pretty good job of expanding the entire city. I am pretty happy with what I've accomplished so far. I somehow not have to worry about food this whole time because we literally just fish everything. I hope that they never add fire mechanics. I do not want my buildings to catch on fire. Listen, I have done a lot to keep this thing from catching on fire. Please let me just keep my bonfires next to everything. There's not even any violence in this game that would justify arrows. Alright, Anyways, I think this is a pretty good spot to stop, I think. Let's see who is alive at this hour. Who can I raid? When was the last time I raided Isin? I raided Isin exactly a week ago. Okay, I just realized there's like banjo in this soundtrack, and it's so pretty to listen to. Okay, why don't we go raid Say? So Say is a friend. He's a degenerate art goblin. You will understand if you see his art very quickly what I'm talking about. Anyways, comrades, hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. Have a good rest of your night and good rest of your weekend. Hopefully you enjoyed the little Whiskerwood. I think it's a fun game. Maybe we'll come back to it again for a part 3 in the future. Anything's possible, I think. It's a pretty fun game, and I am kind of curious to see where the train goes. Maybe I'll play this colony off stream a little bit just to see where I can go with it. But beyond that, enjoy your weekend. I have things to do tomorrow and today, and I'm gonna play some Battlefield basically. And yeah, thanks for joining, comrades. Good night. Have a good evening. Hoi 4 is next week is basically double Hoi 4 week because of the new. Actually, no, it's only 1x Hoi 4 week because the DLC's on Thursday, which is a little annoying. So, anyways, good night. Bye.